Who wants to fill us in on what you managed to accomplish last session?
Well, technically, right, our current selves didn't accomplish anything. It's our past or future selves, depending on which way you look at it, because timelines.
It's both.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's it. I don't think we need any more recap aside from yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed the Sklod, we killed the phylactery.
No giant scorpone.
We got back.
We rescued all of our. Well, we're in the process of rescuing all of our friends.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And from out of the rooms they spill. Quinn's gonna like rush up to Audra. They're gonna wrap you in like a big hug.
Oh, you're okay, right? You're okay. You look okay.
Yes, we're okay. Ollie is gonna roll off of the bed.
Arazid rushes them.
I'm okay. Ugh.
If I can find the part of the fucking map that we're in, and Arazid would rush them. Hold up.
It's okay, Rocky. You find it when you feel like it.
I'm trying so hard. This thing is lagging so bad.
That's cool. You will rush when you you found it. And Melt will come out and be like, thank you so much for saving all of us. It was quite boring in there. Is this all of you?
Solas?
He is several floors down.
And it's
Audra just not realizing
not
that.
hiding.
Solas is somewhere.
Excellent! So his fire has not been put out yet. Erin will kind of creep out of the room behind, along with June, who seems to be quite happy to learn that Solas is alive and around still. Erin will ask, is Whitefang?
He's okay. We found him injured whenever we returned to the hideout. Yet we were able to save
totally
him.
fine now.
Excellent.
Well, Troy did not like me clicking a button.
Speaking of people at the hideout, I can help. I think it was Brightsteel.
Yes.
I can help Brightsteel today. I still have the ability to do that.
Well,
if we get the material components.
we need to. We'll seize the costs from Sklod's collection, but we still have more to uncover.
Oh, is there more? Oh, there's floors that go even further. This is a big place.
It is. I believe the next floor is some. I remember right, some bathing area, and then after that is Sklod's personal quarters, which is where we should go next.
Correct.
With that, Chance is going to start heading towards the floor, or next floor.
I'm gonna give Quinn a quick pat squeeze, and then I'm also gonna follow.
Morgan Tam will congratulate all of you, shake your hands if possible, and then just say, I will concentrate on getting everybody out. I'll see you on the ground floor.
Mm.
And yep, the stairs up over here, and there you remember that this is the soul staircase going up to the final floor.
Oh yes, it's the spiral one in the back.
Should I expect anything weird in Squad's quarters?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
I mean, this is
Things.
an evil empress. I think she had some weird, nothing like too out of the ordinary for evil empress, but I think there's like some weird alchemy supplies and everything.
Nothing weird out of Squad standards.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say whips. Don't ask me why I thought you were going to say that. Nobody asked any follow-up questions.
Actually, I have a few. If we could talk about that.
You don't see much out of the ordinary from when you were last here, other than this is new.
Ooh.
It looks
What
as
is
if
it?
it was once a square, approximately 3 inches square, made out of crystal, but now it has shattered. The stink
Seems
of
like
her
a good-
magic is still on it.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Yeah, can I assist?
That sweet succulent help action.
Nice. You are like, you look at this and for some reason you are so sure that it is the origin point of what once was the dome of anti-magic force.
Does it look like it can't be repaired in any sort of way?
It does appear to be like it is just shattered apart and is now nothing more than regular rose quartz.
So you said it could be repaired hypothetically.
It's possible, given enough
Wait a
time
second,
and
that's a-
skill.
That looks like it's a person.
I think I'll take that for later.
A person in a cage looks up at you weakly. Help me.
Who are you?
Belros is my name. You look over him and you see that he's got like welts all along his body. His chest is exposed and he's got like really large pulsating hives under his skin, and you realize they're moving.
May I do an insight check?
Oh,
Yeah, can we check that out?
It's the Beatles for sure.
On a table over here, there are 2 cages full of shakat beetles.
Sorry. Is there any way that we'd know to help someone like this?
I believe Inqua wanted to insight.
Yeah. Is like just sort of check, is this not like is this person in pain, but like is there any chance that this could be Squad somehow, hypothetically? Using some sort of magic shenanigans.
Okay.
You know, any sort of ticks that that's not supposed to be banned. Just look at the first one. Oh, that's a 9.
Anything could be Sklad at this point. That rug could be Sklad.
Honestly, Audra doesn't hesitate. She's gonna, within like a distance. Would regenerate do anything in this instance? Because he's like,
So, well, James is in the process of picking blocks, so
Maybe. What about lesser restoration?
well, let me see what this.
Would you like to start by assessing his situation with a medicine check?
Yeah,
I
that sounds
would
like a good
love to
idea.
do
Sounds like a good idea. You're probably better at that than me, so I will help you.
Oh yeah, I love help.
Arazid, do you want to pitch in there too?
Oh, absolutely. I would. I'm actually very good at that. So, oh, never mind. You don't need it. It's fine.
How am
You
I
don't
better
need
at
my
you
help.
than at medicine? Like, I have a +7. You're supposed to be the wise one here. How am I better at this than you?
Because you two probably took proficiency in it.
I did.
I'm just naturally good at this.
Audra cares and shit.
Yeah,
like
I-
those like red. You
I
can't just
I have the power of giving a fuck.
What a power.
The door opens quite easily under Chance's administrations, and as Belros falls out of the cage, Audra is able to have a pretty good look over him. He appears to have had, like, beetle eggs placed under his skin. And now they are beginning to hatch.
Oh.
Oh, motherfuck.
The first
I
step
remember-
would probably be to surgically remove everything you can reach before attempting to regenerate him in any way.
Yeah.
I remember when I cast like a low level AoE, I remember I cast like Moonbeam. It kind of like instantly destroyed them. If I cast something like of that level, am I worried that he would die also? Like, how weak does he look exactly?
He looks like he's being eaten from the inside by carnivorous beetles and has been kept in here for an amount of time. It is definitely a concern of yours that he would not be able to hold up to this.
Audra's gonna take a few steps back. Those beetles need to be removed, and then I can fix it. Someone remove the beetles, and then I'll fix it.
That sounds really complicated. I've never done like a procedure like that ever. Has anyone here done that?
Chance is gonna walk over, grab one of these pillows, and walk back over and hand it to the. I'm assuming he's on the ground.
Yeah, he kind of like fell out the cage.
Gonna kneel down and you might want this, because this is going to hurt. Because we don't have any way of keeping you out while we remove the beetles.
I think medical training. I probably have some sort of hard alcohol or hard liquor.
Yeah, there's
Sounds like-
probably actually.
There is
A lot of
much better
alcohol
than
in-
just a pillow.
I was saying, does anybody have the sleep spell? I don't have it, but
Yeah,
I
but after
don't.
we deal damage, it fails.
Didn't you guys just pick up like a bunch of alcohol
I'm gonna say
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
from?
I didn't, but
the
maybe other
future
people did.
past?
Did
Where's
the alcohol
Providence,
age
by
at
the
all from 1,000 years ago?
way?
Did it?
Did you?
No. I thought maybe like because it was an object from the past, maybe it'd also be affected by time.
I do love that suggestion. You would have to taste it to determine.
If you want, I can do that. I don't know if you like drink at all.
I don't know a lot about surgery, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be drinking before.
Oh yeah, that's right. If I'm gonna be helping, I shouldn't probably.
I'll leave it to you, Inqua. You seem to be the expert.
I will cast guidance on Inqua.
Okay.
And Chance is gonna come investigate down here.
And just so I'm explicitly saying that I'm doing it, obviously I'm using Produce Flame to incinerate these 2 containers of Shakat beetles.
That's very good.
That makes sense. Produce flame. That's the one that can fail, right? Or can't fail. No, I was thinking of
It's an attack roll. How low's their AC?
lower than 31.
Oh, I'm just saying, do you want me to roll a bunch of them, or is that fine?
No. I'm thinking of the cage right now. I just got mistaken between that and Sacred Flame in my brain.
Ah, fair.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they burn up, along with the nice little bowl of fruit that was next to them.
Sorry, fruit.
Around the bottom, you find a small chest of gems. Several of them are diamonds.
Oh, does Chance is specifically looking for the stolen jewelry that he has been told about? Because, look, he might have gotten a business destroyed, but he's at least going to be good on his word of after he kills Sklod, he's going to get what was taken. Might not be much, but it's at least a bit of consolation.
You feel like that would possibly be more because it was jewelry for her, not for like a laboratory. It would probably be in her room.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Either way, how many gems and everything is in this small chest?
In total, you find 10 gems, 3 of which are diamonds, 3 of which are rubies, 2 are emeralds, and the rest are sapphires.
So 3 rubies. 3
3 emeralds, 2 sapphires, 3 diamonds.
That was 2 emeralds. And then the rest sapphires. So 2 and 3, so 2 sapphires.
Mm-hmm.
What is the rough gold cost of each?
You estimate that the gold cost of like the non-diamond ones looks to be about 50 to 100 gold pieces. The diamonds are fairly sizable, and they look like they could easily be worth 500 or more each.
Well, we will divvy this up afterwards because Chance is just gonna dump these into like his own stuff or his own pouch. And continue looking over this alchemical supplies or whatever.
Furthermore, over here, you find a scroll of sands of time.
Oh, that Chance is taking that because I have 7th level spell slots now. I'm copying that
Yay.
into the spell book.
Absolutely.
And back over at Surgery Central, at Casualty.
Hey. Should I do like a medicine check or like expertise in herbalism? Herbalism?
I feel like medicine would work better to begin with.
Oh,
I'm helping you.
yes,
And you have
have your-
guidance.
Oof. It's a 19. Not
With guide-
bad.
With guidance.
With
Oh, nice.
guidance.
And then as you continue through the process, we'll switch to herbalism kits because that's what you'll be physically using to do this process. So in total, you spot 7 different areas where the beetles seem to have been put in. 2 on his torso, 2 each on his legs, like on the thighs. And then 1 last is on one of his arms. So I'd like you to roll me herbalism kit checks for those. To
Okay, lose the guidance.
Yeah, I assume that Audra would be there to like help out and cast it.
Yeah,
again.
I would continue giving guidance.
Yeah, well, you just.
I'm kind of running back and forth, like helping Chance look through things, helping him put stuff in his bag, and then running over to the surgery.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Another 19.
I'm assuming that the whole time Audra, Arazid would be helping out as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice. So essentially, for each of the 7 wounds, we'll go left to right, top down on his body. How able you are to accurately extract all of the beetles and their larvae. A lot of them are still in the larval stage. Making sure you don't miss any.
Should I roll 7 herbalism checks or just the 1?
6 more, please.
Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 1 too
Hey,
many.
you critted on one of those.
Nice.
I did.
You feel fairly confident that you are able to get out all of the beetles, especially on the chest area. You think you did exceptionally well there. And you feel like he is now beetle and maggot free.
Yay.
Ready to be restored or revived or healed or whatever it is you want to do.
I can
I'm
restore
going to use
restoration.
my Helm of Restoration to cast Regenerate. And I feel like that's going to seal up all these new surgery holes in his body, and it's also going to give him a substantial amount of hit points.
You see that, like, the beetles have eaten into the flesh, like, around where they were put in. So with this spell, you see that like the actual like his muscles, his muscle tissue begins to regenerate back. And then he suddenly blinks and stands up. You saved me. Happy days! And he goes round and gives all of you just a crushing hug.
I hug back immediately.
Audra like is surprised, but then like after a minute hugs back.
Like he'll even go so far as to try and give a couple of you like a kiss on the cheek.
I accept.
Oh, okay. Oh, you really are feeling better. That's great. That's great.
I can't believe it. I thought for sure I was dead. Moi, moi, moi. You didn't help, but moi. Oh, this is a dirty rug.
Sorry, did we ask your name? I feel like we came in kind of rude.
It is Belros, my dear.
Like the word bell and then Ross?
Yes, but with only one L. I am not used to failing.
I know how to spell, so that makes yep, that helps me.
I will teach you about single L's and double L's later. I'm Audra. This is Chance, Arazid, Inqua.
And you
Chances
are,
like-
I presume, not minions of Skalad.
Oh no, we hate
we
her.
killed the bitch.
Yeah, she's kind of dead.
Astounding. This is turning into what I thought would be the final day of my life, but is now the best day of my life. If there is anything that I could do to help you, please do not hesitate to name your price. I am a spy by trade.
Who do you work for?
Do you know the name of Bailey Boren?
Do I know the name of people?
History.
I think I met this person or walked by this person in the, who's it? The baths? Whatever.
That is correct. Not that Arazid knows that. Bailey Boren is the second in command of the City Watch here.
I've heard the name.
I have been working for her for quite some time. She entreated me to spy on Sklad, dear, see if there was any way to get past the dome. Well, apparently there was, but not a way to get out of it again.
I encountered that same problem. It's so annoying.
We did run into that.
It was quite troublesome, yes.
What are your feelings on being out in the desert spying on a massive war band of orcs and other creatures warped by magic, hell-bent on destroying all civilization?
He blinks a few times. Good one.
No, like...
I see. I feel slightly less awful about that than I do about my impending death by means of being eaten alive by abominable insects.
Yeah, it's
Well,
more of like a slightly distant looming dread.
Yeah, if you're willing to go keep tabs on them, and do you have any magical ways of communicating?
I'm afraid not. I am just a roguish sort.
Does it bother you when people visit you, like, in your dreams to communicate with you? That, like, bug you, potentially?
Depends what kind of dream, darling.
Wait, you said you're a roguish short?
Indeed.
I try to communicate a message to him in Thieves' Cant.
He seems quite surprised by this.
And I basically try to say, can you use this to communicate? But it takes a long time because that's how Thieves' Cant works.
Yeah. I always imagine Thieves' Cant to be Cockney rhyming.
I always imagine it's like that oblique phrase of like, oh, my sister when my sister's dog got out. And that means something.
The significant owl hoots in the night. That could also be Thieves' Cant. But essentially he will listen patiently and quite surprisedly and respond back to you in kind, saying that it is always nice to meet a fellow fan of the Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I'm pretty cool too. This is I don't know if that would be any help for you, but it could maybe be.
Well, I suppose I should be packing for some time in the desert then. Thankfully, I don't need much sleep.
Do we have a sense of the race of Belras?
He appears to be a moon elf.
Okay, then that makes sense. Then I'll just kind of like nod.
Well,
Is it obvious, or would I have any idea why? Like, is there a particular reason, like, why a moon elf would be used to, like, for these larvae, or does it just not matter?
You don't really know enough about the larvae right now to, like, guess that immediately, but you could have more of, like, a close look.
I don't really want to do that. Audra is very scared of these things, so that's not happening.
You'll just accept it and move on.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, I believe Bailey was asking a question.
no. Now Chance is gonna start moving towards the door after going through everything. Oh, still have a bit more of to go through. There's people downstairs. I think they're gathering in the main hall.
Before we go, do you happen to know where anything, like, cool is hidden in this place? Would you happen to, like, know that?
Not in here, I'm afraid. I think she took away most of her cool stuff.
Do you know where she put it, or were you kind of just in the cage for that part?
I did overhear her talking with someone that had this really awful voice. Let me see if I can make an approximation. It was something like, "Yes, absolutely, I can help you with this, my queen."
Do I know that voice?
You wouldn't.
Does this ring any bells?
Arazid would know this voice. How could you forget?
I'm thinking real hard.
You can roll a history check that I will be generous with, as apparently Chance has done.
Yeah, Chance, like, what the fuck? I thought we killed everybody loyal to Squad at this point.
Well, Chance, you think real hard, and you realise there is one time you've come across this voice, when you were doing a certain mission with John.
Hmm.
Arazid, you could never forget this voice. It is the first voice of a powerful NPC that you ever heard. Way back in session 1, the Master of Games.
Fucking Draven! Sorry.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard you curse. Arazid, are you okay?
Sorry, slavery has done some things to me. Okay, it was not.
I just put my arm around you.
I ate someone, you know, like some things.
Animals do that all the time. Animals do that all the time. It's so fine.
Thank you for understanding. That makes me really happy. But yeah, I kind of I kind of say, well, okay, so Draven is like, right? It's like, I don't know if I should call her Master Draven. I don't really want to do that, but them Master Draven. But I'm going to respect their pronouns, even though they're a piece of shit, because that's just a nice thing to do, and you should probably do that for everyone. But they're like, they run this like weird gladiatorial style like thing. It's like a thing, and you fight for your life, and you can become like not a hero, but like a personal hero for them. And it's really. I didn't end up doing it because Thirsty Jesus got me out of jail, but it was really scary.
Lines I did not wake up expecting to hear.
I think this is possibly the first time Arazid has actually admitted this part of his history out loud.
Oh yeah, he did not. He just doesn't really want to talk about it for the most part. You know, he lost his dad. He lost his family. It was some fucked up shit.
James gives a thumbs up as he's just going to go raid Squad's bedroom for any jewelry.
Yeah, Belros is also just gonna, like, edge out of here. That was a bit too much for him. Especially since a bunch of his flesh is now, like, all over the floor over there.
Just gonna incinerate that real quick.
In the chest besides her bed's chance you find all of the missing jewelry.
Perfect. Yeah, Chance is gonna pull out, like, I presume he has some kind of, like, empty bag or something on him that he's just going to, like, start piling it all in.
If he doesn't, there is, like, several pillowcases that you could turn into
Oh yeah,
bags.
that works too. Just, like, whatever pillow's in there just gets tossed and then just starts filling.
And as all this is happening, Solas, you see just, like, a horde of all of your closest friends, enemies, and acquaintances just, like, traipsing down the stairs.
So, before that, could I do something?
Absolutely.
So, while they're all up there doing whatever,
Yeah.
Solar spends like a good minute or two just contemplating shit as he does. And just a reminder, the sword is still there, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be a little bit of a curious piece of shit and just have a look at it from a respectable distance. I'm just going to see if you can figure out what the hell's up with it.
Okey-dokey. I'm gonna send you a photo of the blade.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Curse sword. Curse sword.
Okay.
You probably already recognize that, then.
I
But,
mean,
you know,
depends
that'd
on
be
interpretation.
metagaming.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I love that meme. You can roll an Arcana check to attempt to determine something vague about it.
Okay, let me just see if I
You
can...
don't have identify.
I'd be surprised if I did, honestly.
Yeah. It's definitely incredibly powerful. You can tell that much. It has like a hint of the draconic orcish magic that you're beginning to associate with Azar Cool about it.
Well, I guess there's a reason she didn't use this. I guess we'll find out. As he kind of pulls out the cloak from his bag, sort of wraps it around his hand, as a sort of minor attempt at protecting himself from any direct contact with this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and just grabs it by the handle and holds it out in front.
As in, like, do you draw it?
No, it's just...
Oh, like picking it up, like scabbard and all.
Yeah,
I get you.
yeah.
When you pick it up, a voice rings in your head. Blood. Blood of my blood. Give it to me. Give me the blood.
Well, you're entertaining. As he just carefully puts it back down onto the floor. And
Nice.
then waits.
Do you wait here or downstairs with everyone else and also Providence?
Oh no, I went outside.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, he's going to sit right next to this thing.
Fairs. Not taking your eye off it. It is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh. Chance has found everything he needs to. Someone's having an existential crisis. Again. Inqua successfully performed surgery. Anything else you guys want to do?
I checked these bookshelves. Like, are these books labeled?
They are not.
Chance pops his head back in. All right, I have everything I need. If we need to raid anything else, we should do it now.
Okay. Anything in terms of, I have, for instance, an herbalism kit, so I probably would know some of these ingredients. Anything that would be useful for potion making in here?
There's certainly like a potion making station over in the far corner, so you could replenish your uses.
Okay, do I know how much dollar amount of, or gold pieces amount of supplies I'd be able to get?
How much is
Or how many tries?
You'd be able to get 10 tries, which I think is around 5 gold pieces.
For potions?
For a herbalism kit, right?
I don't think an herbalism kit has charges.
Yeah, it doesn't have charges, so I'm just asking, but I do need
That's healer's
supplies
kit.
to make potions.
Right. You'd be you'd be able to make 10 good potions out of that.
Stuffing
10
that
good
into my bags.
potions?
I assume you mean healing potions and the like.
Yeah, healing potions.
Yeah.
Just dragging Arazid with me, who has who's hugging me and still has not let go. Just kind of doing that weird
I'm here. My computer
Astray
exploded,
Hey.
but I'm here again.
Okay.
Yay!
We love that about it.
I'm allowing Arazid to continue
You're
hugging me
rocking.
while I gather up potions ingredients. It's fine.
I go with Audra.
You guys head back downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, once everything's gotten. Squad's Palace very much rated for what we can find.
You go down many of the flights of stairs until you hit the throne room, where you see that Solas has moved and looks concerned.
Well, Chance has to also, as he's in the throne room, kind of walks up a bit past Solas. Hey, yeah, all right. And he just grabs Squad's severed head that he set on the throne by the hair.
Yes.
So, small question.
Mm.
How do you feel about adding a new friend to the party?
What kind?
Solas just gives a kind of twitches his head to the side, gesturing to the sword on the floor.
Oh, is the sword sentient?
Oh, very. First words were blood.
Oh.
Does it
Mm.
have relation to the weird blood deity that Inqua was with that for a time?
I don't know, I only heard 2 sentences before I threw it to the floor.
Oh,
Well,
it's
I didn't
too
throw it, but-
dangerous to be left with anybody else.
Oh, I know.
Maybe we could identify it and figure out what its whole deal is. That's not something I can do, but
Might be
think-
an idea.
Inqua has that ability?
Inqua.
Grandad's still making his
Yes.
way down the stairs.
I would have made my way down.
Ah, okay.
So, as people are making their way down, Solas is gonna, carefully wrap the sword in the cloak. Just to make sure it's, covered.
So, Solas, I'm really happy that you have a friend.
We're Solas's friends. What are you talking about?
Like a new friend.
I'll be honest, I was expecting that sentence to go on more, but
No, I mean, just because I feel like you just don't, talk to a lot of people, so I think it's cool that you have, a new buddy that you can carry around and stuff.
well, people don't really talk to me, so I don't like to intrude, you know.
Oh, Solas, are we not including you enough?
Arazid makes a mental note to include Solas in more conversations.
No, it's fine, really. I just...
We didn't mean to exclude you. We care about you so much.
Yeah, you're technically the oldest friend that's still with us for me, so yeah.
Thanks, I guess. Anyway. He's kind of just picks it up and walks it to a notable surface, aka the fountain.
Yeah.
And just kind of places it on the edge so it's slightly elevated off the ground, making Inqua doesn't have to sit on the floor to identify stuff.
His poor knees. Oh, double Inqua.
What?
Oh. I
Double
see one.
Inqua.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had to do it because I lost the other one.
Ah, okay. We'll use
It's
this one.
just gone.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sorry.
Double Inqua. Ha ha ha.
He's getting out of hand.
Which one's the blood clone?
Ah! Both of them.
Yeah,
They're blood
yeah.
brothers.
I'll spend 11 minutes identifying it.
Sure.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's a pretty good weapon.
Obviously not something we should be drawing unless we know we're
Yeah.
killing people already.
Oh, the more I read, the worse it gets.
Oh no,
Sounds like
long-term madness can't be true by restoration.
Oh,
25
one major
has to be
beneficial
another
property.
party
While
member.
attuned to this artifact, your walking speed increases by 10 feet.
Speed.
Minor detrimental property. While attuned, you're blinded if you're more than 10 feet away.
I think you can wield it pretty well. Minus the
I think
madness.
maybe whoever takes this should just think about it a little bit.
Well, I mean, it is a short sword. Obviously I could, but a bit lighter than I'm used to.
I don't like Inqua has said like everything, out of this.
Maybe let's not touch it.
Yeah, I think we should keep it with us, but I do not think anybody should ever use it. It's
We
too
could
powerful
use
to
it.
be left.
We could use it to fuel our spells, and then it becomes non-magical spell creation.
I don't
We
think
have to
there's a
attune to
tier
it,
for artifact.
which gives you
Yeah.
the immunity to disease, the speed increase, but it also gives you.
No,
All
no,
right,
I was saying let
madness.
nobody attunes to it, and let's just sacrifice it in spell creation.
There is
I mean,
purposely not a level
feel
for
like-
artifacts.
Yeah, we
Well,
can't
then-
use artifact. It's only up to
I
legendary.
feel like this is a really powerful weapon, and I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like I haven't really been super powerful in our fights recently.
No,
Here's my. No, I'm sorry. I'll have to put
we're
that
not
on
using
hold.
this thing. What?
You-
I don't care. You're not going to get.
I don't know if you can make a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
Yes, every time you draw it, you'll be.
Are you saying that I'm not charismatic? Is that what
No.
you're saying?
No, I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying.
I care about you
This is-
so much, and I think that you're incredibly likable.
I believe
That's really
we
nice.
should not reveal the existence of the sword to anybody outside of us. And I believe we should seal it away.
You know, I've heard lead
It's gonna look-
boxes are great for magical items.
Chance looks it over. Can he ascertain if there's any way to purify this artifact to remove some of the negative effects?
Interesting question. That would probably be an Arcana or a Religion check.
I will give advantage on whatever you want to make. I will give you the help action.
Either or is that is good for me. So I just have a straight 17.
It would. You would
Oh,
be
no, I
able
have better
to
Arcana
guess
than you.
quite with some confidence that something of this power is far beyond you.
Hmm.
And
This was
in order to clean it up, you would need to seek out the source.
This is too powerful for any of us. If we don't even know if we can make the sword break its control over somebody once it has it. We really want to risk losing somebody over using a sword?
I mean, personally, I wouldn't use it, but you know, I can't control what other people decide to do.
I really just feel like you guys go into battle and like lay waste to everyone and everything around you, and I kind of just sit there with my bow and I puke, and then I miss 1 out of 2 times, and I feel like I don't know. I'm probably sounding stupid. Never mind. It's dumb. I don't know.
I don't think it sounds dumb. I mean, there's times when I feel like, you know, I'm just standing there waiting to, you know, see if one of you goes unconscious, and that's my main purpose.
So you are able to provide support, Arazid. Your healing spirit. And say during the first battle of Squad, your ability to create anti-magic fields was probably what saved us, because we did not fight prepared the first time.
That's a really nice thing for you to say.
Say, I believe nobody should wield the sword. And in my humble opinion, I think we should seal it away on the island until we can properly
Is
either deal
there
with it.
any- Sorry.
Deal with it, or I have an inkling that whoever created it could make changes to it, but given its creator is likely cool, this is not not something that would be easily changed.
Is there a large quantity of lead anywhere?
There is
I'm sure we
a
have some at
fair
Grove.
amount around Sklad's headless corpse right now.
How much would you say?
Like a good 2 liters has been like spilled out. A fair amount's been soaked into the carpet though.
But accounting for that spilled stuff,
It is possible for a sword to be bathed in blood with what remains, yes.
no, I said lead.
Sorry, maybe it's my ears. What's the
Lead, L-E-A-D.
Lead?
It's like
Yeah.
lead, like a lead box can, kind of contain magical items and stop them from
Oh.
being divined on and stuff.
That is an interesting question. You'd have to roll an Arcana check for that.
Okie dokie.
If you're thinking out loud, take the help action.
I will take that help action.
So you wanted to like
Arcana.
conjure a lead box out of blood? Is that what I'm thinking?
No,
What
we're
about
trying
lead?
to
Is
find lead to make a
lead like
box.
the metal?
Oh, you never said blood in the first place.
No.
I've never
No.
said blood. In the
No.
first place.
Yeah.
No worries.
Again, my ears are fucked up right now.
I know.
For sure.
You're trying your best, and that's all we can. That's what we can appreciate.
Cool. There is no lead around, but you think that you hope that would work.
I
So
mean,
there
I'm
hasn't
sure
been
there's some in Grove.
Nothing in like the immediate vicinity.
You've not seen any lead since you arrived in the city.
Hmm.
But it's a kind of like, it's an ugly metal. You reason
Yeah.
that there's one place you might be able to find it for sure. A
And
city
there's that.
that you have gone to quite a few times. Well, once, but for a long time. Naglement.
Ah. It isn't worth the journey. It's a long way to go. Not yet, at least.
Nobody here can just make metal. I can't do that, but just
I can walk into rocks.
Oh, me too. That's more fun, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's okay, Rosie,
However,
you go when you
until
feel
we
like
can-
it.
Seal this thing away.
Would I know if another metal other than lead would work similarly to lead as in suppressing magical effects?
You have heard good things about copper.
Is there copper in this room?
Not in this room, but you feel like you've seen copper somewhere in this city.
Okay. Nothing in this building?
Mo.
Probably a statue or something in the city.
I believe it is also best that we take turns carrying the sword. If it is sentient, it is trying to be used and gnawing away at the minds of whoever wields it. It will benefit us to not hold on to it too long individually.
Okay, I've had Sklad in my head a lot today, so maybe tomorrow for me.
I can carry it if you guys are cool with that.
How about I hold it? I have some plans for it. No, I'm not making ritual sacrifices.
Well, whatever way we should keep it wrapped, keep it out of sight, do not show it to others. And keep it far out of the hands of Cool.
I think that is a really good idea, and you have a lot of good ideas.
I guess we're good to head out now?
Hmm.
Can't think of anything else.
So Inqua's going to carry the sword today?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
Oh.
And you guys
That-
head downstairs?
Yeah, Chains will head downstairs. Severed head of Squad still in his hand.
There's some mixed reactions to that. Most happy, some surprised or taken aback.
How big are these statues? Are they made of metal?
They are made of marble,
Okay.
and they are approximately 20 feet tall.
Can I become a metal detector and can you just like tell me if there's any metal or a good quantity of metal in the area?
You remember that the statue of Sklard up on the museum level looks copperish.
I knew it was a statue.
Would I have my 4th level spell slot that I gained at this level?
Yes. Whether or
Nice.
not you've like prepared spells for that, no.
But I mean, like,
We get the slot, but we can't prepare anything new until we sleep.
fair enough. This will have to wait until later. Well, I would love to use this 4th level spell slot for that one spell I've done everything for. Soon, my love. Anyway,
Anyway, so a lot of people that have been freed begin to like want to drip off here and there. They kind of don't really want to be around here anymore.
It's fair. I mean, Chance is going to head out as well. We all leave Squad's mansion, I guess. Before we go, Chance would ask Virgil where he is going to be going, because he does still need to speak with him privately.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that Providence would go chill on this little island area.
I'm going to be honest, Providence has just been wandering around the city if
Oh,
they've
fair
got
enough.
time to. Like, I don't want to be anywhere near these people. They're insane.
Oh dear.
To be fair, you didn't overhear the cannibalism thing. You weren't there for that.
I feel like the decapitation is enough.
I guess we must burn the body, but first, let me just quickly take the head.
Yeah, she doesn't have glowing opinions of you, especially.
I was gonna say, considering the cult you grew up in, I'm not sure you have room to throw stones.
No, I just have room to throw 7th level fireballs.
So,
Fair.
before you go, so Wan and Anna, kind of joined at the hip once more, will look at one another. Well, it seems as if the city is now in dire need of new rulership. Apparently there is an abandoned university hall around here somewhere. We are going to go find it and turn it into the pillar of democracy.
Well, good for you. I'm sure Grove will be of an ally, given their newfound freedom as well.
Excellent.
But as I said, once that Juan and I can speak in private, that would be great.
Of course. Please come and find us at your earliest convenience. If we are not there, we will return to the Thieves' Guild.
All right. Well, Chance will give a nod and kind of regroup with the party.
Just gonna switch back to city overview now.
So, Squad didn't have oils and unguents worth 500 gold, so where could we find those?
Well, I think our next move is dealing with the Master of Games. We should probably also
Oh.
find Providence. Because if they are holding things for Squad, it's a good chance that there are a lot of magical items still just kind of there. And the sooner we get them, the better, before they fall into the wrong hands. And
Okay,
before
so-
we go, Chance just like grabs whatever spear or like makeshift like thing that he can and just basically puts Squad's severed head on display outside the castle.
Yep.
And kind of look towards Audra. Oh, can you do the thing with the clouds?
Sure, I can skywrite. What do you want me to say? Are people here literate? Should I just do like an arrow?
I don't think so, but I think they're good enough people are. You can just put something along the lines of Squad is dead, you are free.
Ren, how much? I know you've let me do like arrows and stuff before. How much latitude would you give me to try to do a depiction of Squad with like a darker X over it, kind of like those wanted posters that we saw?
I would allow you to do as accurate a recreation as you would be able to do with like ASCII. Like with making a text emoji of her.
Oh, so basically, if I can do it in text emoji, you will allow it in the spell, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Can I use like emoji buttons, or does it have to be like slashes and stuff?
I mean, technically emoji buttons are not ASCII, so...
I might be, I don't know if I'm the wrong
purely-
age, but what is ASCII?
It's like art that is made with little symbols and characters.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
using
Okay.
Stands for
Not
the American
using, like,
Standard
things.
Code for Information Exchange.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna work.
Like this. This is an example.
Gotcha.
Here's a website for you to browse around for a sec. That works.
What
too.
is this
I was
supposed to be?
working
What
on
the
it,
fuck
but sorry.
was that?
I'm just gonna do a snip because it's like not the
Yeah,
lines are not like
yeah.
spacing correctly. So like this, and then a big. The center is like a big X.
Yep. All right. Yeah. That.
That's pretty good.
I'll let that stand.
And then an arrow, kind of generally centered on where the head can be found.
I'm assuming you're probably just gonna like stick it on one of the walls by one of the gates.
Yeah,
Well,
like the
around the
main
palace.
gate, like Chance would use the winged boots to kind of fly up and like try and pin it, like so it's not going to fall down or people can't desecrate it. That's a bad word to use because it's already been desecrated. But people can't like steal Squad's head or anything. Like he's gonna basically put it on a pike over like the entrance so people can come see it. but not be able to like touch it or anything.
Hmm. Sounds great. You already draw an interested crowd of a few people who look like kind of taken aback, quite shocked. So what has Providence been up to? It's been a while since we've heard from them.
Good question. No idea. Kind of just zoned out. Basically has lo-fi music going on in their head. Because otherwise it's absolutely nothing going on in there. And is just walking around.
Fair. You're just like... You don't really... You can't really process what's happening.
It's more I've got no stake in it.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, cool. I've just watched the second tiefling I've ever met in my life get decapitated, and the first one
The
get
third.
kidnapped. Third?
Oh, right,
Was.
yeah, sorry.
Maybe if I count myself.
Yeah. That's
Okay, in
what
that
I
case,
was doing.
third.
A small urchin boy approaches you. Message for you.
How the fuck did you find me?
I was told to look for you.
Okay, that's fair enough. Stands there awkwardly waiting. Wait, do I have to sign for it? What?
The urchin boy's already run off,
Oh.
leaving you alone in the middle of the streets with your thoughts and your confusion.
Okay. Carry on being confused.
The rest of the party, do you look for Providence?
I mean, yeah, Chance wants to before we go confront the Master of Games.
I think you already have probably advantage on perception checks, so help action's kind of useless here.
Only on sight-based perception checks.
And you can fly, so I'm going to assume that at some point you're able to locate Providence.
Hmm.
I've probably gone and asked someone for that place. I'm more confused. I'm confused, but intrigued. So both.
Fair enough. You will be pointed to the Late Night Inn, which is on the border of the commoners' quarters and the artisans.
Would Chance have
the one that crosses
found
out.
Providence before this, or like as she's going?
Yeah, as she's approaching the inn, or more correctly, the burnt-out husk of the inn.
Hmm. I'd say Chance is going to observe for a moment.
So, Providence, you return to the Late Night Inn, a tavern, or at least it used to be. The building itself has been burnt down, utterly destroyed. Only the basement remains, where once the floorboards were all in place. Now you see that a few have been shifted away, and lead to a dark tunnel underneath.
Looks at the note. Looks at that. Looks around to see anyone else, but isn't really like bothered.
I think
And then
maybe
would
you'd
probably-
spot Chance.
I mean, I'll roll for it because they're actively
Yeah.
looking.
I'd say, because I think Chance will just kind of be like standing in the air, like way above.
You'd spot them.
She spots you and then just doesn't care. Will go into the tunnel. Oh, sorry, the basement hatch. Going down.
What do I have? Because I don't have any message spells. Do I? No. I don't have my familiar because I haven't been able to resummon it, so I can't use that.
I can send Davina with you. I have wild shape, so I can summon her real quick.
No, I would have already left before that, unless you
Yeah.
send.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just wants to communicate with the party what's going on, but I don't have any way to do. So Chance is just going to like dive bomb down to follow Providence. Because it's Providence is acting weird going into an inn that he knows has been burned down by Squad. This is kind of sketchy and suspicious.
You'd be able to catch up with her.
Mm.
Because you move quicker.
Well, no, I only have 30 feet of movement, but I mean, I would fall through the air and reactivate the boots probably.
Right, okay.
If I can do that. Because I only get 40 whenever I have Blade Song active now.
Ah, okay.
So in combat, I effectively have 40,
Right.
but just
I think
moving
that's
around.
Why I conceive your speed as being higher than average. Because the only time it really matters is in combat.
Mm.
Generally.
I mean, Chance might be like, you know, a few movements behind Providence.
Yeah, like within earshot for sure.
Yeah. Chance is also going to. I know he was spotted in the sky, but he's also going to try and be stealthy because he doesn't know what's going on. So
That makes two of us.
Chance will trail behind, trying not to be spotted.
Would Providence keep an eye out?
I think being distracted, no.
Fair.
Like, this is interesting. But, yeah.
You, so essentially there is some floorboards have been moved aside. And there is like a tunnel that is just wide enough for one person to fit through. You drop down into the tunnel and it leads you along and then down and along and then around. It all seems to be carved out of sandstone and seems to be quite fresh. After about 5 minutes of walking, it opens up quite significantly.
Ooh. What's the light situation like down here? Because I have dark vision, but it only goes so far.
There is like a sliver of light that is filtering in from somewhere, wherever the sand seems to be pouring in from. And you see movement across the way. You know, I was expecting there to be more of you.
Okay.
Oh no, no.
I mean,
does Chance recognize this figure?
I mean, do you recognize them, Bailey?
Oh god, it looks familiar, but I can't place it. I wasn't sure if it might have been that Agent of Squad that walked through shadows that Chance had seen.
It is indeed that individual.
Yeah, Chance is going to remain from what he thinks is hidden for now, because he's unsure of how to proceed. And he believes he is hidden.
Yeah.
So,
He ain't, but yeah.
oh, I got an 18. I don't know what this thing's perception is.
A gambit has been played. The queen has left herself open.
Which one?
The queen in the red. The bright lady. The
Oh,
sorcerer
right.
queen.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. Sorry, who are you?
They call me Shadow. I am an agent for hire.
Oh.
My current customer is now deceased.
Hmm.
She has given me an exorbitant amount of money to resurrect her.
Okay.
If you cannot beat this, then I will do just that.
And that sum is
300,000 gold.
Hmm.
You in the shadows over there. The other one who thinks he is hidden. You should pay attention to this too.
Chance will walk out and approach.
Oh, hi, Chance.
You do not want her to come back, do you?
No.
As for me, I honestly don't care so long as I'd get paid. Right now, she has paid me a significant amount.
So I've heard.
I mean, is that, like, do you actually have that money, or is it the promise for that money?
Oh, I have the money.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't think I have
Is it only
300.
money you want, or is there anything else?
Money is all that there is.
Land?
If you want to give me that, if it is worth the same amount of money, I may consider. What land do you have?
I need to discuss with one of my compatriots, but he is the owner of a large amount of land, and there's a castle upon it to the west of it, southwest of Grove.
Sklad's first keep.
So we are but people trying to save this dying world. We don't have the exorbitant amount of wealth that Squad does.
You are going to go and meet with someone who does.
How long do you have How long are you giving us to make up an offer or a counter offer, I suppose?
You have until sunset. That's about 8 hours.
Very well. I take it you will remain here.
You will not know where I am. But I will be here in 8 hours.
Very well. I shall relay the message and we shall discuss options. Chance will give a bit of a nod and turn without any more word and begin walking away.
Be safe.
Okay, bye. I'll give a nice friendly wave.
До
Just stroll
свидания.
back.
До свидания. Sorry.
They take a few steps backwards and disappear into nothingness. Cool map, huh?
Really is.
The pair of you begin the journey back through the tunnels. Say anything to one another?
Nah.
No. Chance is kind of a bit peeved that Providence would go off by herself like that, but
In the meantime, could we have found some place that has the magical components we need potentially for like reincarnate?
Sorry, say again.
Oh, I was saying, in that meantime, could we potentially have found some place that's going to have the magical components for reincarnate? Because it has a huge material cost.
What is it? I thought it was just a diamond.
No, reincarnate is 1,000 gold in oils and stuff. I will pop the spell for you.
Thank you.
Rare oils and unguents worth at least 1,000 gold.
So if you can't find those kinds of oils there, you wander through the streets and you happen across a temple. In Grove, places of worship often use oils and unguents. The temple is here. Number 8.
Does it look open?
Like many temples that you've come across, they always appear open.
It's kind of those awkward things where if nobody's immediately in the entrance, you kind of like wander in and you're like, hello?
Does Solas come with? For the second time?
No.
Would he hang around by like the palace or just like wander through the city or?
I think he would sort of stick by Inqua for the time.
Cool. Where does Inqua want to go? Distracted as he may be.
I can't really think of anything in particular.
You could possibly return to the Thieves Guild, or someone mentioned about like some kind of like old university that may pique your interest.
I suppose that'd be interesting. Maybe I could find some books that are interesting or something.
If there's one place you think that the university may be, it would probably be either in the Nobles District or tucked away in the other half of the city where people rarely tread.
Let's check the Noble District, I guess.
Okay. And what is Arazid doing?
He doesn't exactly know who to tag along with.
I mean, everyone's pairing off, so maybe Audra? Or would you...
Yeah, I was going to say, you could just have never broken the hug.
We're still hugging. We're still fucking hugging, and we're walking all the way over there hugging. Arazid's just not ready to let go.
You're just carrying Arazid.
And strength is Audra's dump stat, so she's like struggling a little bit, but would never say anything.
Ah.
It's like carrying a husky. It's like that same sort of size range, I think.
Christ. I've carried a husky before. They are not cooperative.
Yeah, everything's very cooperative, so it makes it easier.
Okay. So, the pair of you head to the Temple of the Bright Lady. It is a circular room. The inside walls are covered in, like, bronze or possibly copper slabs, each of which has been etched into in writing in primordial.
I think I actually don't know primordial.
Let me checking. I know a lot of languages. No primordial.
There is a man in the center, kind of old, who will totter over to you. He appears to be quite a young high elf. The blessings of the bright upon you this day.
Hi! Not exactly sure 100% who that is, but hello, greetings.
Would you like to learn more about the Bright Lady? Is that why you are here?
No, but if you have like a pamphlet, I guess I could take one with me.
I'm afraid writings are most inappropriate in this city.
Most confused face ever on Audra's face.
I nudge Audra and I go, can you give us like the quickest rundown of your life?
The Bright Lady is the reincarnation of the second sun herself. She is the benevolent one that rules over the city. She is wreathed in a flame. She knows no bounds. She is all-powerful and all-loving.
That was a little too brief, but I kind of get it. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that.
May I ask what you are here for, if not that?
Well, so, not a holy person, but I do have the ability to do some divine magic, and I was just looking for some supplies, maybe, to help do some of that.
I'm just shaking my head at Audra. I'm like, oh, no.
I'm afraid that supplies we have very little of. What is it that you are in need of performing? Perhaps we may do it for you.
Oh, you can bring people back from the dead? Can you do that?
The Bright Lady has given me many gifts. That is one of them.
Oh, okay. So like how long?
As long as they have not been dead more than one day.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's a problem for us.
You actually didn't take a long rest whilst you were in.
I know we didn't take a long rest, but I actually don't know what time we came back because we've been to the past
Been
and back.
less than
though.
24 hours.
Has it been? Okay.
You returned to like roughly the same time as when you left.
Okay.
Like maybe give or
Okay,
take
that's-
the time you were there for. It's still like you guys confronted her fairly early in the day.
Okay.
And like
okay.
the sun is still pretty high in the sky.
So we need to just get the body here. And you'll just do that because of your religion.
I would need the sacred gem responsible for being a prism of life.
A diamond, yes, okay. So like how big? And Audra's gonna like try to do with her hands to try to figure out how big of a diamond that they need.
I'm afraid that I do not know the exact size. It has been quite a while since I've had to do this.
Okay, probably okay. So there's like this size, and she like kind of makes like a 300 diamond, 300 gold diamond, and like there's like this size, and there's like this size.
There's like this size, and there's like this size.
And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like this size. And there's like this size, and there's like It's fine. We'll just bring them all.
Yeah, I think that might be the best idea
Bring
that we have
what
had.
you can get, and we will see.
Okay. Do you happen to have like any like? I know you use them for like. So do you have any like powdered silver, just lying around that I could like buy off you maybe?
I have a small amount of silver.
Of
Plates and
powdered silver?
goblets.
Yeah.
They have a pattern on them. I'm not sure you would want the pattern.
Wait. What has a pattern on them?
The plates.
Plates.
Yes.
You have silver plates.
Yes. Decorative silver plates. Are powdered.
No, like that. Yeah, obviously, like this guy is hard of hearing. No, like powdered, so like it's like crushed.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose you could take the patterned silver and you could crush it down.
I guess. Okay. Yeah. Can I buy some of that off of you?
You may take it.
Oh, just to have? That's so nice.
You're so nice.
He hands you 5 decorative plates that all depict Sklad very naked and very explicitly.
Audra kind of like turns one of the plates to a weird angle, like trying to figure it out.
Arazid mumbles wood and then just doesn't acknowledge that he said that.
Wants to get rid of these, I would
Yeah.
too.
Suddenly you realise why they were free. He doesn't meet your gaze as he steps back from handing them to you.
You said there were 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to think of what I have that could like powder some of this.
Man, Bright Steel could.
Bright still could maybe, but can I like use shape water to like try to pulverize some of this?
I don't know. Tinkerer's tools, would that be applicable?
Very possibly. You definitely have like a mortar and pestle in that collection.
Oh, I
And,
do
like,
have a mortar and pestle in my
Some
herbalist
snippers and
kit.
stuff.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to like just pound one of these out really quick. Maybe with Arazid's help.
Yeah, I would like to help. I would love to give you some help.
Yeah, like in your toolkit, Arazid, you've got like a pair of like pliers that you're able to like break a plate in half with, and like into pieces.
You know, if I keep breaking it in half, eventually it'll get so small that it's basically a powder.
True.
And then I just put the tiny pieces in the mortar and pestle and just try to like smush.
Yeah. And that creates a like coarse powder.
Perfect for my purposes. How much like gold's worth would I estimate this would be?
Well, now it's free of pattern. It would probably be worth like a good like 10 gold pieces once you were through with all the plates.
Oh, I was hoping to have more. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool.
Only 990 gold left to go.
Oh,
Well,
but
no, this is for a different spell.
Ow.
okay. What is it you're trying to accomplish?
The ceremony spell requires powdered silver.
Ceremony. Oh.
Now you can see why I am Sag.
So you only need another like 20 gold. Gold's worth, I mean. You didn't like thoroughly check Sklad's palace, like every room. You could find like.
I mean, I would have been looking for silver if there was silver things in there.
Okay.
I can roll a after the fact investigation check if you want,
Yeah, let's do that.
or perception if you're feeling really nice.
No, you'd be investigating the place.
That's fair.
With Arazid's help.
Oh yay, help!
You find 2 goblets that are made of silver, that are like tucked away in her laboratory.
Okay, we pulverize those too.
Which will give you a further 10. So I believe that just makes you 10 off now.
I'm 5 short. She needs 25, I think, to do the spell.
Yeah, and oh yeah, the 10 from the.
I have do I have any on Olembi silver? No, I think all my silver is normal. Hey, Arazid, can I trade you for some on Olembi silver?
I think I just have on Olympi's gold. I don't really spend money, and all they give me is gold.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got on Olympi's silver.
There is a bank. Isn't there chance?
Why is that other bank?
Where's the bank? Let me see. Let me look at the.
The bank doubles as the keeper's manse, I believe.
So super other side of town. Okay, we'll probably come across the others as we're walking there.
Yeah, as you guys head back towards the castle area, you'd come across Chance and Providence, looking salty, looking sandy.
Yeah.
You guys look unhappy.
Well, no,
There's an
perfectly
insane person about to resurrect Squad if we don't make an offer better than 300,000 gold pieces.
Wait. Like resurrect how?
I don't know, but all I know is that Squad has paid some agent for hire 300,000 golds to resurrect her, but they have decided to give us the gracious offer of being able to counter offer, even though that they already have the gold, so we're just paying them even more gold or land or whatever for them not to resurrect Squad.
Well, I've never even heard of that amount of gold in my life. We only use those numbers to count seeds, honestly. 100,000.
Yeah, I'm about it. If I had more, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm somewhat exhausted from back-to-back fights with the giant mech thing and then Squad herself, I would have gone and killed the bastard.
You know, I actually think that possibly I could solve this problem, but I need powdered silver to do it. Depending on what method they're using to revive Squad. Did you get like a holy person vibe from them, or like a
No,
druidic
they
vibe?
give off I am a rogue vibe that might have some magical means. I don't know what they're going to be using or anything. They didn't really give that information out, and I do not think they would have given it even if I asked.
Well, it's not a permanent solution, but if I get like 5 more gold of powdered silver, I can do a funeral rite and stop her from being raised as undead for a few days.
I don't think it would be an undead. I mean, she's already undead. It would be more of a return.
Well, she couldn't become a lich again. She couldn't, you know.
Perhaps, I don't know.
But, you know, maybe it's divine magic, maybe it's a wish spell. That temple over there, they're like, if you bring the diamonds, we'll just raise people from the dead.
Oh, I
Which
don't know.
We might need to do for Brightsteel, because I literally cannot find unguents and oils anywhere.
You know, I really am starting to hate Squad more and more the longer she is dead. Like, every time that I kill that bitch, I just hate her more and more.
I honestly thought you guys were exaggerating when you said how bad she was, because you kept just talking about how she like runs around naked. But
she's
really
pretty awful.
I kept hearing her in my head. It was the worst. She's so mean.
Yeah, I can't. Well, we need to find Inqua and Solas to really get together and talk about this.
Oh yeah, they were like kind of standing over there.
We have 8 hours. to come up with this gold, and then
But you
if
also have to
not-
deal with right still because they can only whatever they're doing they can only do within like a day.
I know this is gonna sound kind of left field coming from me because I'm Arazid, but I think we should go there and be like, oh, we have the money, and then kill them so hard that they can't get up again, because they could take the money and then also resurrect Squad. We don't have this person's binding word. We don't have that.
Yeah, and they're clearly not willing to keep to their agreement to Sklad, so that kind of
yeah,
kind of a
but
big liar
as
who
I
lies.
said, I would have already killed them dead if it wasn't for the fact that I can cast like 2 more spells maximum.
We did level up, so you can upcast to your 7th level slot.
This is a bit under exaggerating because I have 3 second level spell slots.
Okay.
I don't touch my 2nd level spell slots. Either way, we need to get Solas and Inqua. We need to figure out what we're doing. And I'm ready to stab a bastard dead. Because I'm not risking Sklod coming back after everything we've been through, after everything the city has been through.
I think we should take care of Brightsteel first, just because it has like also a time limit, and then it's like off our hands, and we don't have to worry about
that's
it.
fair. Let's find.
Yeah, I can't
Solas
stand
and
seeing
Inqua
lovely like
and do
this.
that. Oh, that's right. I used magic to kind of make the wall turn into a wall instead of a door, so nobody could disturb him. I need to go undo that.
Okay.
I can also instead of you having to recast that, I can dispel that.
I don't. No, it's not a magical effect. It's a magical effect that lets me move stone, and then afterwards, it's still stone. It's not a magical stone.
Oh, it stops me. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I can just shape stone. So I do not think that would work.
So I assume Solas and Inqua are down to head back to base, unless they have gotten occupied with something else.
Don't know where they are.
They have.
Oh no, Audra was like, I think they're that direction.
They have been taking a stroll through the noble quarter, and while doing so, on a quite a large building that looks quite quiet and dilapidated, they see Morgan Tam walking through the door. And they follow in.
Alrighty.
They hear conversation coming from the large room to their north. And in such a place as this, all voices would be able to be heard equally. And welcome, heroes.
What's going on here?
Well, what you see before you is the realization of democracy manifest. I think this room will do nicely.
He'll probably just walk off looking for books.
There are bookshelves, but the books have all long ago either rotted away or that you see some piles of ash.
Oh.
That you suspect may be vaguely book shaped. In one cabinet, in the lounge, this like study area, here you do find a couple of books on anatomy.
Oh wow, thank you. I'm just gonna put those back. I don't really need those.
You open a closet only to find a series of skeletons that appear to be fake.
Don't say the joke, don't say the joke, don't say the joke, don't say the joke. I guess someone had their skeletons in their closet. No!
1 point of psychic damage.
I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Is there any metal in here at all?
Yep, there is a room just off of the main atrium that appeared to be some kind of workshop, which does have a small amount of lead and copper and steel.
Oh. Roughly how much? If you had to estimate.
I'd say about like £2 worth.
Yeah, I'll take the lead. 2 pounds of lead out. This is a lot. But it's a good place to start. Right then. Anything else we needed to do? Or
I was simply keeping an eye on you for the most part, so...
oh, well, thank you. I probably should also mention that our lovely sword friend is being vocal about how they can make the world a better place.
Interesting.
We're just gonna ignore them for now. Telling me it's our secret. Clearly, it's not. I can't tell if this spirit is meant to be like wise and mature or like a 5-year-old. Could go either way.
From the two sentences I heard, it just sounded desperate. You know, like the sort of person who just broke up with someone but wants to get back with that individual. It's the sort of person, they're an adult, but they act like a 5-year-old.
I'll scream at the sword. You're trying too hard. You're not selling me on this. You're acting like a child. It also said, I can't believe you would act like this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Anything else you guys want to do here, or like head off? Happen to bump into the others?
Now the conscience soul is acting all innocent.
So if ever gets annoying, feel free to hand it my way. It's in my cloak, after all. Oh dear. If you're done here, then we can head off. Probably waiting for us. Or maybe we're waiting for them, we'll see.
Yeah.
You guys gonna regroup all together, more or less, somewhere around here, and with that, I think we'll take our 10-minute break.
Yeah.
I need to piss so bad. Thank you.
Thank you for that. You meet up with the rest outside the university.
Oh, cool. Is this a library?
Yeah. It's nothing really much in there.
But then where do the books live?
They're all gone.
Okay. So I went to the temple, and they can totally revive bright steel as long as we bring a diamond. They don't have any. Nobody has rare oils and undents around here. It's super weird. So we kind of have to do that, like today-ish.
There's also a big issue that we have. Scott has hired a third-party agent to resurrect them.
Oh, that's fun.
They were paid 300,000 gold, but they are offering, if we can give them a better deal, that they won't resurrect Squad. We have 8 hours.
What if we just give them the entire city?
I mean, that's an interesting prospect, but I don't know if they would take that. I did mention that you have that keep, Inqua. I don't know how attached to it you are, because we've never been there.
I would like to investigate it first before I give it up.
That's fair.
Here's my thought.
Apparently, too, it might also be Squad's first keep. Because that is what they mentioned offhandedly whenever I brought it up, and the general location of it.
What if we sold all of Squad's jewelry?
No.
There's no way that would even approach that sum.
What if we just give them the entire city? Look, we'll move everyone out, because once we're done this, the whole thing's gonna flood and destroy everything.
What?
I'm not sure.
With the orbs when they're returned, this is a lake.
Wait, what?
This whole thing is a lake. Why do you think it's called Blue Rock Lake?
This is Juras, I think.
Yeah.
Not I'm in the wrong town.
I don't know if I feel comfortable giving somebody
I'm really off.
Any sort of power. They're clearly not a good guy or person.
According to them as well, they were already paid by Squad, and if, as brought up, if they're willing to betray Squad, they're probably willing to betray us.
Yeah, they're kind of like a big fire, probably.
And Chance will shrug a bit. I don't know what you all want.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If Squad comes back, will they have their phylactery again?
They should be able to make one. So becoming a lich, you make the phylactery, and it's a whole process. But they can make one. They made one time. They could probably make one again.
Oh.
We could
also. There's the option of just abandoning Juras, getting everyone out, and leaving.
It's going to get destroyed day 17. So if we just ignore it entirely and say, hey, here, have the city, that seems like a good solution.
That's an option that we could see. I mean, we have 8 hours if we believe them. I believe if that is our plan, we tell everyone that this is what is going on. They can inform everyone else, and we get out of here.
Yeah, I think we should get out of Dodge with the orbs.
Yeah, let's.
How far are we away from Grove?
We are a few days' travel, but given a rest, I believe I have figured out how to transport all of us without using plants.
Oh, I can turn us to clouds again because I can do that today. For 8 hours, which I think is enough to get us, if not to Grove, then really close.
Well, either way, we need to alert everybody else because we're not just going to leave them in the dark.
Okay, I'm not sure how to communicate that in a pictogram, and I don't think that many people are literate. So what's the plan for that?
Chance just kind of looks towards the door of the college that we're in front of. I mean, we can just tell people and tell them to spread the word. We have 8 hours. If we start getting a decent amount of people who know, it'll spread like wildfire, and people will head out before Squad has a chance to come back.
I mean, we have a huge group of friends that can spread the word, but I'm worried about them being captured again.
Or about their
Well,
ability
squads-
to traverse the desert. There's not exactly a dearth of, like, I mean, I can give them some water, but, like...
That is another thing we must consider.
I guess we should just start doing things. We only have 8 hours, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Chance is going to push open the door to the college again and head inside, because we're well in Rome, you know?
Participate in democracy?
I was going to go more along the lines of do as the Romans do, but I mean, technically, yes. Well, if anybody else is coming, Chance is going inside.
Oh,
He's
yeah, I would
just
go.
walking up and up.
Welcome.
I have some bad news.
Oh, what is it now?
There is an absolute madman who has been paid by Sklod to resurrect her.
Oh.
This person, they apparently go by Shadow. They're some kind of agent for hire. According to them, they've been paid 300,000 gold by Sklod to resurrect her. They have given us... They've given us 8 hours to come up with a counter offer. However, if they're willing to betray Sklod, we do not know if they're willing to betray us.
And how are they going to do this?
I do not know, nor do I think they would give it to me if I did ask them.
Well, maybe you should have made a deal. Their knowledge, their ability to do this, their diamond or whatever for the payment. This is still
Do you
possible.
guys have 300,000 gold just, like, lying around? Because, like, we don't have that.
Not exactly, but I know of some people who do.
For real?
Well, if they don't want Sklod to come back, we need to get a better offer. And they can probably come with us. I can lead to where we need to go.
I'm pretty sure that they would like Sklod to return, but we do not. And we can make them not have a choice in the matter.
Oh, are we on the same wavelength? And Chance just cracks this massive grin.
We take
Shall I get
all
John?
the money from the nobles, and we give it to the masses.
Oh, that's a bit different than what I was going for. I thought we were just gonna go ransack the bank again.
Who needs to ransack the bank when you can ransack the people that pay for the bank?
I mean, it just sounds like a fair redistribution of wealth.
I don't really care. If it means Sklod doesn't come back, then I'm willing to do whatever.
Let us put around some contacts. Maybe we can hold some quick court-martials.
We do, as I said, have 8 hours, so long as the Shadow keeps to their word.
Which you are very confident in.
Well, they could have just resurrected Sklod and not given us this opportunity. I think they're person of their word, at least in this case.
I would happily disagree, but I'm not there right now.
I mean, it makes sense that even if they're trying to gyp us, at least they'll wait that long to see if they can get the money out of us, right?
if they're going to do it either way, they're going to try and screw both sides, because they've already shown that they're willing to betray Squad. If they're going to betray us, it's going to be after we give them what they want.
I mean, maybe they're willing to betray Scott because Scott is like a bad person. Is that like maybe the vibe that you got?
I got more of a, this person works for the highest bidder.
Oh no.
So if somebody comes along and wants to pay even more for Squad to come back, you know, if the nobles really want Squad around that much, I think it might just be better to lop the head of the snake off and, you know, not give them the ability to hire this person to do it.
Exactly what I was thinking.
All right, so who do we need to go pull out of their house and into the street?
You'd need to get the Ayanadi woman. The Zelensky, Baroness Zelensky, you know the one. She has that pool.
Oh, yeah. Well, this seems like multiple people. Is there any way that we can just get them all together for some kind of emergency meeting?
You could probably go round to their houses and put out invites here for some kind of special event.
I mean, we could invite them to join our new democracy. I'm sure they'd all be interested in that.
I think if they were to learn that their place of power was under threat, they would absolutely turn up.
Let's go with that then. We can, you know, rattle a few houses, you know. Make sure that they know that if they don't show up, they're not going to be here tomorrow type deal.
Indeed. We can also take some of this off of your hands for you. We can target the Ayanadis. As you know, we have a foothold in with the family already, through the daughter.
Very well, then we are to ensure that the Baroness shows up.
Yes.
Very well. Before I do go, in case we don't have another chance to do this, Chance is going to reach into his bag and take out the Eye of the Earth and look at Juan, Virgil.
He looks back at you curiously.
You'll hold up the eye. This is the orb of that your blood helped create it.
I see. He touches it, and there is a soft harmonic whistling. So it would seem. What is going on there right now?
I can't help it. I'm where my laptop's set up and everything. My little brother is playing with his friend.
Fair enough.
Chance will kind of nod. Does the orb seem to react in any way?
It glows. It seems to grow warmer.
Chance will gonna look. It seemed, at least when we tested it, the orbs do react to blood. I know it's a big ask, but would you mind giving it a small amount to see if anything happens?
He pulls out a dagger, pricks one of his small fingers right on the end. A single bead of blood appears. He reaches out with that finger and touches the orb once more. And when he draws his hand away, the orb has dissolved slightly.
Oh,
What?
There is like a very small crater where his finger touched. Like a few millimeters across.
okay, this is a concern. Can I do an Arcana check because of concern? Yeah, what is happening? Is it being
Chance would help.
destroyed?
Sure. Nice help. They were made from blood, and to blood they will return. Blood seems to be the undoing, the key to it all.
Okay, we're actually gonna wanna. Audra's just gonna reach out and like stop this from happening. We're just gonna want to stop this from. I think it's gonna.
I have a Chance will kind of reach up. We'll pull out like the dagger of venom and like prick his own finger and place it over the same location. To see what happens.
Over the same location, like the blood kind of collects, and it also seems to sizzle just ever so slightly.
Okay, maybe we should stop that. I think it's been.
It's not drunk in like with the fire orb.
It seems to be more like drunk in, but then also like the crater kind of expands a bit.
Duly noted. This has been an interesting experience. Thank you for your participation and aid, Juan. I apologize for bringing such dark tidings, but we will go and convince the Baroness to attend.
And what are the rest of the party up to outside? Or hanging out in the atrium?
I'm gonna read that book that I picked up from the facility. I had no idea what it was. It's just a book.
The title is Graphs, Probes, and Data Analysis. How to make maths fun.
Ah, yes. Math. Yeah, Providence will read that.
It is, like, not the most riveting read in the world. But you find that all the numbers seem to just slot into place a little bit better as you read. You do end up getting
I'm
some
kinda like-
enjoyment out of it. Sorry, Dewey.
I'm kind of like standing below Providence, looking up at the title and really trying to read it.
I mean, she'll lower the book so you can read it. Because she doesn't know your level of reading. She's just going to assume that
Honestly-
you can.
Arazid can read a little bit, so he's like squinting at the title and he's like, yeah, okay. Is this interesting? Can I read it with you?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean,
His reading is not good enough for that, but he's really gonna try.
I mean, I find any sort of reading interesting. It's nice.
Oh, you're like
calm.
a scholarly type. Okay.
Not really, just it helps me focus. If I have something to ground myself on, such as a book or magic.
That's really cool. Can you read this to me?
Sure. This is where I pull out like a SATs paper from the UK and I just start reading it. Yeah, Providence starts reading it for you.
You get to like the page that is like trying to ask you to rotate shapes in your mind, and, like flip them and do other kinds of things. Before Chance and Audra would emerge from the university, have Inqua or Solas been up to much?
No, probably not.
No, not really.
Just enjoying the nice summer heat.
Probably.
It's really hot today, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Probably still screwing around with the sword a little.
Audra's just like holding Chance's hand, like the hand that he pricked as they walk out, and just kind of rubbing it. And like, are you sure you don't want a good berry? Or
I'm fine. It's just a little blood. Chance will look to the others as they kind of gather outside again. Three things, sorry. First, we need to go convince a noble woman, the Baroness, that it's within her best interest to attend a meeting where we're going to try and basically get the money to give to this person so Scott won't come back, as well as taking money away from the nobles so they also can't pay to have Squad come back. Two, I had Virgil add a bit of blood to the Eye of the Earth, seeing how he is the original source. It seemed to cause a small dent in the orb and melt
yeah,
it.
just like a solvent and started to dissolve it.
I then added blood to the orb as well, and it did the same.
So maybe we don't put blood on the orbs until we're ready to get rid of them.
That didn't happen to the fire orb when you added blood. Did it, Solas? The fire orb didn't dissolve at all whenever you added blood to it and it drank it in.
Hold on a second. Solas, realizing he hasn't looked at the orb since they were down in the thieves' hideout, just pulls out his bag to look at it. Well,
It has a very, very small crater.
yeah, probably shouldn't have done that, huh?
Okay, though we now know those of what the machine said of original sin should not be putting blood anywhere near these orbs. Finally, we should put all of them together to see what it does, because when the air and the eye were together, then resonated, they gained more effects. When the fire and water were together and resonated, they had more effects. So we should try seeing if we can get more effects in the orbs and everything. It'll probably help us.
Yeah.
And with that, Chance pulls out the 2 orbs that he has and looks towards Audra and Solas.
Yeah, Audra will hold out the water orb.
You guys want to do that right here?
We're in like the middle of a street, right?
Yep.
Kaput.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh no.
we're kind of on a clock, and that clock is ticking on multiple things.
I know it's probably a bad idea now that you've said that, but in character, like none of us thought this would be a bad idea, so it would be pretty meta to take it back now.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chance knows, and we've all witnessed that they gain more power whenever they are together.
Yeah.
So now that we have all 4, it makes sense that we want to power them up.
Alrighty. So all 4 are taken out. Do you just like push them together?
I think we start like pushing them, like bumping the ones together that haven't touched, and see what happens,
Yeah.
and then like slowly get up to the point where they're all together.
Yeah, so I guess we would start with like the Eye of the Earth and the Water Orb. What's that one called?
The Blood of Life.
The Blood of Life.
When those 2 touch, you see inky black tendrils, or like tentacles, beginning to writhe beneath the surface of the water orb. Audra, you now get the sense that through this, once per long rest, you can cast the Hunger of Hadar.
That's a cool spell. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
It is one of my favorite spells.
So next, I guess we would do Breath of Air and Blood of Life. Very carefully, so the Breath of Air doesn't explode on us.
Yeah, just kind of bumping those 2 together.
Yeah, just very carefully touch, and nothing seems to happen.
All right. I'm pretty sure we did, but just in case we didn't, touch Eye of Earth and Breath of Air together.
I mean, there's only like 8 combinations, right? We should be able to do this.
I believe those 2 have touched before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have, but just in case, let's cover all of our bases.
It is
and then-
the storm sphere swirls inside the air's shell.
Yeah. So next, we'll let. I mean, Chance would then walk over to Solas and touch Breath of Air to Spark of Heart.
The Spark of the Heart now has the ability to cast Cure Wounds once per short rest.
Oh, that's good.
Then Eye of the Earth and Spark of the Heart.
No such luck.
Okay. Chance is then gonna put all 3 of them to touch together.
Seems that there's something missing.
Okay. At that point, he'll kind of look over to Audra and motion to put all of them together, because we have touched all of them individually together, and if they don't resonate just like 3 pairs, then it's clear we have to go for all 4.
Okay. Audra walks up and presses hers against the other 3.
Each of them glow a pure golden white, a beacon that extends all the way up to the sky. I need every single one of you guys to roll a flat d20.
Okay, that's cool.
I
can do
whatever
that for you.
happens, I fail on because I might want to use my last piece of luck on this.
This is
Computer.
or bad.
Let me know if this is an ability check, saving throw, etc.
It's none of those things.
Computer. I would like to roll this myself. But computer? Okay, there it goes. It there we go.
Oh, we joined the 5
Lovely.
guys. Join the 5 crew.
Inqua and Arazid, you both gain the Boon of Invincibility.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
I don't see it.
I'm popping them in the Discord chat.
Oh.
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 Time
Okay.
to go kill that assassin.
Yay. So you just take 100 damage and say, nah.
Solas, you gain the Boon of Magic Resistance.
Oh!
That makes sense after Solas has fucked around with so much magic, like curses and getting controlled by Squad.
Audra, you gain the boon of perfect health.
Yes!
Concentration speed.
Chance, you gain the boon of speed.
Oh boy, that's
That's
an interesting one.
Chance is now the Flash.
It should have
Do the
been
math.
me.
Do the math. If you had haste, how would it affect your speed?
So I
And you can
Wait.
dash it as a bonus action.
And
So it's
finally,
3 dashes.
I'll figure this out.
And finally, Providence, you gain the boon of the night spirit.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, I'm invisible to most social encounters anyway, so this just works.
Damn. Epic boons. Well,
The light settles down upon all 6 of you like confetti.
Do any passersby also get random boons, or is it just us?
That is for campaign 2.
Where we all start with magic boons for out of no apparent reason.
Yes, and I'll be using the system Stars Amongst Us, or whatever it's called. Starfinder, whatevs. It's gonna be sci-fi. You'll see.
Space. Nice. Spies.
Oh yeah.
Is there a way to add, like, to make my my con save automatically roll at advantage, or do I just have to manually remember that?
Yes,
If you
there
go into your
is.
settings,
Okay, I'm in settings. I'm in the save section, but I'm not seeing any option.
Okay, it's going to be a bit weird. I believe you can specifically go to the setting where it determines what dice it rolls, and then do some weird, funky stuff like that. It's really odd.
I don't know how to do that. Maybe after session you can walk me
Oh,
through how
yeah,
to do that.
I have to ask because I've been trying to get this one and figuring out a way to get it. Was Boon of True Sight on there?
It was. That would have been a
Damn it.
19.
do I dare ask what would have been a nat 20?
Undetectability, a +10 to all stealth checks, and you can't be detected or targeted by divination magic.
Ooh, that's cool.
So, my speed's now 60.
With a haste, it doubles to 120.
Okay, but no. Blade Song gets that to 70. With haste, it doubles to 140. And then I can dash. So 140 times 4.
Gas.
So 140 times 4. I can theoretically move 560 feet in the span of 6 seconds.
I got 1120. Because
should
you're
be
doubling
140.
it 3 times.
I love it when the
Why are
dice
we
have
doubling?
jokes. The dice has humor.
Because I can just move 140 and then dash for another 140.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say, I
then
feel like
dash for
this is
another
such a
140.
good, like, being immune to poison and disease is so good for somebody who's like a healer.
Like, I looked at the epic boon table, and I removed a bunch of things that I thought were, like, either you literally couldn't access right now because of various reasons, or just weren't good enough. And I was left with roughly 20. So then I removed ones that I thought were far too OP, until I had exactly
moving it-
20. And then things just ended up this way.
Yeah.
You're moving at roughly the speed of sound, for 761 miles per hour. Or no, wait, my
Oh my
bad.
God.
Feet per second. So moving a fifth of that. That's feet per second. You're going over that many feet per 5 seconds.
Does anyone want my potion of antidote? I no longer need it.
So I suppose this light comes down from us and everything, and like Chance would take a step back and hit the wall because he is fast as fuck, boy.
Wow, I feel really good. Does anyone else feel like really good?
Oh, Providence is
Oh.
there.
Yeah, we're like an entryway. We just can't see Providence anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys were already kind of near to an alley, which would be like a bit dimly lit.
What happened to Providence? Where did Providence go?
What do you mean? What happened to me? I'm right here.
Oh, thank God. Wait, is everyone else hearing that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay, cool. That's audible. Cool. You're invisible right now, just so you know.
I mean, I'm like that most days. What do you mean?
No, like
I
next second
see
you
you
should,
all
like,
the time.
perceive your person, like you have like shape and color normally.
I'm just gonna go silent just to confuse them.
Has everyone has everyone added their boon to their sheets?
Yes.
Was it called that?
I'm figuring out how to set it up, but I'm
Boon
working
of the
on it.
Night Spirit.
I mean, bonus action to dash or disengage is super sick too. I mean, it's only once, but I mean, I Chance remembers how to do it as a bonus action because I no longer have key points to do it with the monk stuff. Oh yeah, I could just go fast.
So when it says I'm immune to poisons, does that mean I'm also immune to poison damage?
I think those are technically the same thing.
Okay.
All right, round 2 with the dragon is looking pretty good already.
I think to actually like maybe do something else with the orbs, we would have to go to the island.
Yeah, this was unexpected. I kind of expected them to strengthen each other, not us.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because we're attuned to them, or maybe it's the ones that we align with, or...
Potentially, but not everyone resonated.
I mean,
with
water
one, if I
gives
remember
life, and
right.
I feel, like I said, I feel great. I feel so great right now.
Well, in that case, if I have blood of original Earth sin, then why do I feel like I can move?
I mean, you had
Fast.
some... I was gonna say, didn't you have some, at some point, a resonance with air?
Yes, but we learned that it doesn't matter what you resonate with. Resonations can change based on factors.
I guess. I mean, maybe it was just what we were resonating with more, when we touched them together.
Well, then that would be fire and earth for me. I lost air. Or no,
I mean, maybe
lost
in that
air
moment.
and-
I don't know. I would have to do, there's... This sort of thing isn't covered in, a lot of books. There's not a lot of, books on, artifacts and, weird magical stuff happening.
That's fair.
If you're talking, Ren, we can't hear you. I keep seeing your thing blip, though.
Oh, it's probably just because sensitivity's high enough that when I breathe or chortle slightly, it
Okay, good.
pops up just enough.
Perfect. I just want to make sure everything's functioning correctly.
I mean, Mike Issues is my middle name.
So, that was interesting. So, Chance is gonna put the orbs back in his bag
And if
that he
anyone's
has.
wondering, no, you don't get another set of boons if you do it again.
You can't change your boon. It's once per lifetime.
Aw.
Like, hands up.
We just keep doing it until we all have every boon.
No!
I'm super happy with this. I'm so happy. I was scared when I rolled an 8. I was super scared.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'm basically immune to save spells now, so.
The top priority as a DM is to instill fear.
Fear? Anytime that you ask for a dice roll, you must instill
Yeah, and you were like,
fear.
do you want to do it right here? And I'm like, we already said we were doing it right here, so that's what's happening.
I'll be honest.
Chance also looks around. Is anybody, like, this is a big pillar of light into the sky. Has anybody started to come gather?
I want to hear what Demon wants to be honest about first before I
Oh.
answer that.
Sorry.
I thought you were gonna say it's your job to instill fear into yourself.
Well, I think more trepidation. Especially just as I didn't start planning this session until yesterday. I was like, oh god, what am I gonna do? Where are they gonna go?
Yeah.
What if they just decide to go to Com Tower? I haven't planned that yet. To answer your question, Chance, yes. Morgan has emerged from the university and is staring up at you all with a curious smile.
Hi, sorry, we just tried something.
There's a group of commoners that were like close by when you did all of that, and then now, like, some of them ran away and some of them are like hesitantly approaching you and are dropping to their knees.
Oh, you don't have to do that. That's...
Bright lady comes again.
Sorry, that's actually his mom, and Chance is gonna point to Solas.
Huzzah! Huzzah! It is the bright lady. Her son has come once more.
Oh, fuck.
We are going to turn Solas into Jesus.
You were thinking Jesus, I was thinking Life of Brian. Each to their own.
Well, these people are like throwing themselves on the ground and like revering a god and like the son of God and everything. It's like, what is the most, you know?
Solas, you hear in your head, are you
imitation.
okay with this?
You hear audibly.
An audible, non-committal answer.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, you guys know by this point I can't hear you back when you think back at me, so that's pretty
I
valid.
I think that was him audiating regularly.
Well, we have stuff to do, so Change is gonna look to the others. So the Baron, or look back to like Morgan. By the way, I forgot to ask where the Baroness lives.
You have been to like her manor area before. She lives over at number 16.
Hmm. Well.
You are looking for the Baroness Marieka Solensky.
Hmm. Well, apologies for the excitement and everything. We're gonna get going on our side of what we need to do.
But if any of you are generally looking for advice, just be kind to each other. Okay, bye.
Like, as Chance goes to walk away, he's just zooms. He doesn't realize that he is fast.
Chance, I can't go that fast. Chance.
Oh, this is going to take a while to get used to. Because I am walking at my normal space.
I have long legs, but just not that long.
It feels like really painfully slow now to walk at the pace of the rest of the party. No offense,
Yeah,
but
'cause-
especially Arazid, who has little legs.
Struggling. I have a walk speed of 25 feet.
Arazid, are you like fully okay?
I mean, can you guys slow down? Can you guys slow down?
Maybe we should get you like wheels on your shoes and we can just like drag you along.
How many of you guys were there to remember that one time when Arazid drank coffee? Bailey was there.
I was not there.
Yeah, Casey. I remember Casey was there. I think Henry might.
Coffee
have
does
been
some
there. He might have
strange things to the
disappeared
little lad.
just before then. But that was a fun time. So like, Chance is basically moving like how Arazid did that one time, but now all the time.
You know, Eris, you should remind me to prepare a long strider for you sometime.
What's that do?
It makes your strides really long.
But wouldn't that look kind of weird with my little legs?
Eh. I mean, if you care about appearances that much, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Chance's speed is less, like jittering like super fast, and more of he is now so elegant and gracefully walking that he just somehow does it better.
It's basically like there's no friction with the ground. You're just like, whoof, whoof,
Exactly.
Chance, can you just like carry me there? Can you just like pick me up?
I mean, I could, but then everybody else also still going to be slower.
This ain't about them.
You know, I'm just gonna walk right next to you, Solas. I feel like I'm faster when I'm walking next to you. I have no idea why.
Oh wait, I forgot to take in Solas's aura in my calculations of how fast Chance can go.
Oh lord. I
Actually,
I'm gonna break the sound barrier. I am sorry, not sorry.
I have an elixir that gives you an extra 10 feet of movement. You want to add that on?
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. I am now gonna theory craft how to break the sound barrier.
Good luck.
So you make it to the Zelensky mansion. Quite
I mean-
quickly. Wowzers.
I mean, teleportation does break the sound barrier, if you want to get real specific.
I was gonna say Thunderstep for sure breaks the sound barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to the manor, and Chance is just gonna knock on the door because he got there first.
A butler answers.
Hey, so we're here to see the Baroness. I don't care if she doesn't have appointments or whatever. I don't have one. Look, let me make this very clear. We killed Sklod. Her severed head is currently above the castle, and we've come to discuss how things are going to operate from here on out. So if the Baroness doesn't want to lose her position, she'd better parlay.
I will pass on the message directly, sir.
All right, I'll wait here for the response.
Very well. The door closes in your face. The rest of the party catch up.
Just huffing and puffing.
It's been 5 minutes and it's already a canon meme.
Okay, like Chance, like when I said like slow down, I meant like. Sorry, Ren, I think I talked over you a little bit there.
I was just trying to love myself for once. It's just I love my brain sometimes.
Mm.
It was a good bit. I appreciated it.
Chance,
I also love you very much.
I meant like slower.
I feel like even Chance's brain is running quicker now, like he can do his calculations faster.
He's
Dumb just walks fast. He got that 2x speed buff.
Well, maybe if he walks quick enough, he can outrun his trauma.
He can now outrun his trauma between Bladesong Haste and just zooming. Rocket Cat got nothing now.
Is everybody sure they don't want to light any good berries? Are we all feeling good? Because it's been a hard day.
I mean,
I'm great.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Said the disembodied voice somewhere.
Vibe check. Do I believe Arazid?
Do you want to roll that insight? And also, Arazid, please text me.
can I counter it with like a deception?
Yeah. And she rolled a 3. So did you.
But I'm
so
perfectly
how is
sure-
Arazid actually doing?
Well, he's actually not looking. He's like health wise, he's like halfway. He's halfway to the ground. He's doing okay, but like he could probably use a rest. But his eyes are also kind of just shifting around slightly. Like he keeps looking at Inqua, then back to everyone else, and then Inqua, then back to everyone else.
Audra starts just putting good berries in your hands. Please take 4 HP good berries.
Thank you.
And then she's gonna watch you expectantly to make sure that you eat them.
He diligently eats them.
Alright, enjoy your 16 health.
Nom 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 nom. A few minutes later, the door reopens and the butler steps aside to show the Baroness Marieka, who is like she's shrugging on like a cardigan and looks furiously down upon you. What kind of jesters are you, and why are you knocking at my door at this ungodly hour? It's like 1 p.m.
I mean,
was the message unclear? We are not here for entertainment.
Yeah, I can go get Squad's severed head if you really want me to throw it at your feet.
She squints at you. You get the sense she's rolling an insight check of her own. Very well, I will go along with your play for now.
All right, perfect. The old the school, academy, university.
We can
That's
just
the word.
escort her, right? It's really quick. We can just escort her, and then we'll do the next thing on our to-do list.
I thought we were meeting later, not now. Are we meeting now? Did Morgan say?
Just meeting as soon as we can gather them. So
Okay.
yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the university. That's where we are going to be meeting with all the nobles to discuss how future courses will be moving.
Yeah, Chance, honestly, you're so fast. You can just escort her there and then come back really fast.
Also, if you could let the other nobles know to show up as well, that would be great. It would save us a lot of time because we have other things to do.
Very well, but I will not be saying that I invited them.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's fine. Say, you can tell them. I mean, my face is on those wanted posters. If you really want to say anybody, I'm Chance. Pleasure. Actually, no, it's not. It's not a pleasure.
Chance, you expect me to take you seriously with a foolish name like that?
That's kind of rude.
That's extremely rude.
You are
Who raised
asking
you?
me to take a chance on this situation, and your name is Chance.
It's a
Okay, well, I'm gonna
word.
tell you to take a chance.
I'm about 5 seconds away from disintegrating your front door, so you can either come along, or we can make you. Your choice.
I have 5 more, darling. Now tell me your real name.
That is my name. If you
Can I like? No, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. That kind of got to Arazid though.
Squinting, calculating, observing of weaponry. Fine. I will go. Jeremy, tell the others.
All right. I'll
Yes,
see you there.
mistress.
And Chance will turn with the others. All right. So I think we just now need to go back and reconvene.
Yes, I've just realised you guys have been on that arena screen the whole time instead of the city one that I've
This
been
is
seeing.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do math to add my hit points to my character sheet, and I feel bad about that because if my token was there, I would have just done the other thing.
Okay, I mean, do you want help? Do you need help with the maths?
I already did the math. It was hard though. 16 plus whatever. That's hard.
I just use a calculator.
Fuck edition.
Whatever your health was
Calculator?
84.
What's one of those? Yuck.
Abacus.
Did she leave her front door open?
No?
Ah, I was gonna, whilst invisible, just walk in and rob the place.
Her butler, Jeremy, shut it.
He doesn't seem happy.
I mean, he works for her, so I'd suppose not.
Chance is just gonna head back to or turn with the others, and I think we should just head back. I think we've done our duty, our due diligence.
Okay, do we have to be there for that meeting? Because we still have to, like, bright steel.
Yeah, I think it's best if we are there because I think we are going. I am sure Morgan could do it, but I think it's best for us to be there to aid Morgan in.
Okay. Do you think it's going to
doing
take a
things.
while to gather everybody, or?
I don't think that long. I mean, we could probably go get Bright Steel in that time.
I mean, if you lot want to go do that, I'm sure we could at
It's
least
just, it's
start
kind of
and,
time sensitive when you're raising somebody from the dead, so.
Yeah, here. You guys start heading down there. I'm gonna go tell Morgan that we're gonna be right back, and then I'll catch up.
Okay, yeah.
It won't take you very long to do that.
We need to find some way to slow him down.
The slowest spell.
Slow smelling our own party.
Goku wears, like, weighted clothing. Maybe you could do something with that.
I'm just gonna have to start piggybacking him all the time.
So you go grab Bright Steel's corpse.
This is going to be a chance in combat now.
Wait, what?
In Discord.
Just a boing boing.
Oh,
In combat, like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump off this wall, then this one, because I
see.
can, with all this movement.
Bitmus.
Alright. Yeah, so Chance will go tell Morgan that they've gotten the Baroness and other people coming, and that they'll be right back after they go handle raising Bright Steel from the dead.
Cool. So, I think with that, you dash back to the sewers. A couple of people have returned there. You dispel the magic over the stone door.
Well, no, I don't think it's magical because it's.
It becomes permanent if you're able to concentrate on it
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes. Which...
Well, no, it's not concentration, it's instantaneous stone shape.
You go so fast that you create a hole in the stone. where
Well,
it
no,
all
I just
once was.
recast it.
Okay.
I just recast stone shape and
Oh,
returned the wall to how it was, revealing the door.
Okay.
Way less funny.
Yeah. But way more accurate. You collect Bright Steel's corpse, and you still arrive back at the temple before the rest of the guys have gotten there? Probably?
Probably.
So, how long does it take to walk from that, like, one side of the city to the other?
Oh gosh, like 20 minutes?
So I would then, like, I think we'd arrive at the same time because Chance goes
Okay.
to talk to Morgan, then has to go navigate through the sewers, undo a spell, grab a corpse that's going to slow him down a bit, and then pop up by the temple.
Yeah, you'd arrive
I think
there
they're
at
going to
the same
arrive, like,
time.
roughly at the same time. Of, like, that takes Chance probably roughly 20 minutes because Bright Steel is very large, and I don't think we can.
He is a big boy.
Yeah.
And would you take Webley with you as well?
Chance would tell Webley what they're doing, and if Webley wants to come,
Webley will
he
want
would.
to come if given the
Yes.
chance.
Yes, and Chance would offer a piggyback ride
Webley
while carrying
will,
Bright Steel's corpse.
Webley will be a little bit unwilling to do that, considering like he'd be really close to his partner's corpse. But seeing that like Chance seems to be kind of manic / gifted / hasted, whatever. Will
Consume.
assent to being carried like a puppy.
Yeah.
Like against your
I love him
chest.
so bad.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
that's fair. So
that
in
way
like
he
one
doesn't have to
arm.
see. He can just
Yeah.
bury his head.
Well, I was thinking more Webley would just like bury his face in Chance's back so he could use both arms to carry Brightsteel.
That might work, yeah. As long as like you position Brightsteel's corpse in such a way that it doesn't accidentally hit Webley.
Yeah, I mean, like both arms would kind of be like against his chest and everything, so they wouldn't ever have that possibility.
Cool. Then that's all fine, and the three of you arrive at the temple when the rest of the party does. And the head priest, Recorin Carter, is waiting for you.
All right. So, diamond, yes. Chance pulls out one of the ones from that we took from Sklod and offers it up. This should do, correct?
Yes. This should do. Give me the vessel.
Yeah, he hands over the diamond.
That is the prism.
And I mean, the body would be laid out like on a table, I presume.
Okay. He will stand above Brightsteel's corpse. He will hold the diamond up to the sky and he will chant in primordial.
Ooh, what's he chant?
Come here, bitch!
Because that's Chance's other language is common and primordial.
Yes. I know Solas can also speak primordial.
Oh boy.
I believe everyone would be here, right?
Yeah.
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 He would be saying, come here! See what you've done! This is no good. No good at all. You must do better. Shame on you.
This is a really guttural language.
And a beam of light hits the diamond. Through the diamond, it is refracted, and a rainbow appears over Brightsteel's corpse. Happy June. It
Oh,
seems to sink in. The diamond shatters into nothing but dust, and then the dust seems to disappear into everything else. And Brightsteel takes his first breath in quite a few hours.
Solas kind of leads into Chance and says, "Man, the guy's kind of an asshole, huh?"
Chance just kind of smirk. Honestly, like, I kind of expected resurrection rituals not to be so. Like more of, oh, departed soul, please return to this vessel, not, hey, oh, bitch, get back in there.
I know, right?
And Brightsteel and Webley are kind of just like embracing and crying in a corner now.
Erica gives Webley like a thumbs up because he doesn't know how else to be supportive. But he's like, I'm really happy that this worked out for you.
Knowing that Bright still comes back with, I think, 1 hit point, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or does Resurrection give you full health when you come back? Oh, never mind. He has all his hit points, so I'm stepping back, just watching this with, kind of wet eyes. Very emotional.
Yeah.
I believe it's time to go meet with the people.
Yeah, we can fully do that.
Brightsteel will kind of like mouth at you guys, like thank you.
You are so
with
welcome.
tears
Just
in
take
his
care of each
eyes.
other.
What was being dead like? Sorry.
You can't ask people that, I don't think.
Arazid's very fatigued. I'm sorry. We can discuss things, later.
Yes.
And then, like, Chance has a hand over Arazid's mouth at this point, and is like,
Yeah.
and is like very like much just like, okay, we're leaving now.
Once you have finished all your duties of the day, come back and see us at the forge inside the sewers.
Very well. We'll let you have this time together.
Yes. You guys head back to the diplomacy house?
Yes.
People seem to have gathered.
Chance.
Are you guys gonna?
Now we'll kind of just stand to the side where they're at and wait for. And so I presume Morgan's going to run this thing.
Yep. He will like stand separate from the others that are on the dais before him. My friends, thank you all for accepting our generous invitation to be here. Now, some quick words of caution. Number one, you are all under arrest. This is non-negotiable. You will find that the doors to you are shut. Number two, you have no more power in this city. We run the place now. You can choose to surrender all of your earthly belongings, including all of your gold, in the next hour, or die. We run the city now, myself and my esteemed compadres behind me. Welcome to the New Jurass.
I thought this was gonna be like a democracy.
There's slavery here. I said that way too long. I'm like, there's slavery here, Audra.
There is no democracy without first the execution of the bourgeoisie.
I mean, we kind of did that in Grove without executing people.
And I'm giving
Yeah,
you
you
the
don't need, they
choice
can like
to not
participate maybe.
execute.
I don't know.
Feels a bit more like a theocracy, but it really isn't.
I mean, under Scott it definitely was.
There's some like heavy talking amongst each other now.
Yeah, I mean, typically in a revolution, you want to see like the nobility kind of like cooperating, but
Marieka Zelensky will stand up and demand, what rights do you have to seize power? Who the fuck do you think you are? We are the ones used to power. We should be in control.
don't like that either.
I mean,
You
if we
and
want to
these
go in,
mongrels.
if we want to go in,
Ma'am.
thing, I am the person who killed Squad, so technically I should take over. I mean, that makes sense to me, does it not?
in some kind of barbaric warrior caste society, that may be the case, but we run on a more sophisticated method here.
What, paying tribute to Squad and kissing her ass so she doesn't come down and burn you alive?
Those that have worked hard for it enjoy the fruits of their labor. Whoever you lot are, you have clearly not.
Okay, what? I work really hard every single day. Actually, I put in so much effort for everything at all times. Just because I'm not rich, like, oh, okay, you're rich, oh, what do you, like the fucking diamond foot? Oh, you're so fucking rich and you think you're better than everyone and you just keep people's sisters hostage in your house. You're just betting what?
Side hug.
Morgan gives you guys a look like, so do you want to kill them now or not?
Arazid kind of nods to that look immediately.
Arazid hears in his head, do you have like the silence spell prepared, maybe? Or
I'm a ranger. I don't have to like prepare stuff. I just have all the spells that I have.
do you have that spell though?
Yeah, I do have silence.
Look. I may not know this place and everything, but the way you're talking, it sounds like you're not going to be living very long. So I think the ultimatum was submit or die. And I like living. I don't know about you.
You know, maybe it would be smart if you guys just volunteered to like be part of the collective, and so that you could have a voice in the future of, you know, Giraffes. That would probably be like pretty good for everybody, you know.
This tiefling gentleman in the audience, Albion Duras. Stands up. Very well.
Look, I don't like how Morgan's doing this either, but
My
Chance kind of
allies
shrugs.
may not know how to read, but I can see the writing on the walls. Take what you may need. I and the House of Duras will submit. So he is... What's the icon for a fucking kneeler?
Now, Duras isn't my city, but you know, based on the way that these seems to be going, I just highly recommend that everybody else reconsider, you know, doing the same, and you know, just having a cooperative spirit in these times of turmoil.
There is some like very hushed discussion between Albion and the woman next to her, next to him, who is the head of the Ironardi household. Very well. For the survival of the Ironardis, I, Heleva, do so to submit to ones more brutish than I. As she casts a very strong look over here towards her son, who also submits. And what he does, his friend does. And soon the only person that remains is this guy's mother, Marieka. Oh, you are all just... Ugh! Fine. Oh, don't kill me. Oh, please.
I mean, if you cooperate, there's no reason that you need to die. I'm not sure why you're saying that in that tone.
And she kneels. And with that,
Do we kill them now?
the entirety of the bourgeoisie have been, at least temporarily, subjugated.
All right.
Did we get money now?
Question. Out of all the money you have, how much is it?
They answer in various figures that makes up more than enough of what you need right now.
Perfect. We're taking
Hand it
all
over.
of it. We're taking all of it and giving it to a single person so Squad doesn't come back from the dead. Is this really the best course of action, or should we just leave the city to dust?
I mean, we can allow the people to decide what course of action they want to do, if they want to negotiate with this person with the funds that they now have, or if they would rather vacate, you know?
Okay. I know that you're really big on this like democracy thing, but like some people kind of need to be led by like other people, and I think they shouldn't be able to decide that Sklod comes back. So I think we should decide for them.
Oh no, I mean, Scott's not coming back no matter what. I mean, I will intervene if that happens. It's not okay. It's not okay.
Every time. Look, I've killed Sklod twice now. Every time that she pops up, I will be there to kill her again, only because I hate her. I couldn't give. Really,
Some people should just really stay dead. That's just my opinion.
Like, I have bigger fish to fry. Cool is around. We still have a Arazid that is still alive in somewheres. Like, honestly, Sklod's kind of a small fry in this, but I do enjoy killing Sklod.
Yeah, it actually is kind of fun. I kind of get that. I mean, she's really scary, but like, I kind of get that.
Well, Morgan, you're gonna come with us then when we go and meet this fun individual who has put us in this position.
Very well. I suppose a
how many-
representative of the council should be there.
So how many hours have passed?
About like 5 in total.
All right, so we have 3 hours. I would like to get a bit of rest before we go down and deal with this. So Chance just kind of like hops up onto like this balcony or like the bleachers or whatever, and just kind of like leans back, kicks his feet up.
Eventually,
Can we move 300,000 gold in 2 hours?
I mean, we can get like a paper note for it. We don't have to, I think, physically have it there.
a lot of the money, once it's received, seems to actually be mostly in bearers' bonds.
Yep.
To which Chance is like, ha ha!
We are going to go empty the goddamn vault.
I will also take a short rest.
Bank heist. Bank
yeah.
heist.
But
I think Audra's gonna, if Chance will allow, just curl up on his lap.
it'd be a lot easier to hand that over to Shadow.
Can you imagine carrying that much like physical gold?
No.
My
We would
bag
need
don't
like a
fall, but
caravan.
Jiggle, jiggle.
I mean, at that point, you just get a bag of holding, and then you just reach in and pull a fistful of gold out.
That's a weapon. Like, you turn that bag inside out and crush someone with the weight of money. Like, you have weaponized capitalism.
You speak like someone that's been in prison. That's like a prison club. Put a bunch of shit in a sock. Boom.
Well, I am in short rest, gang, because I want to use my short rest stuff.
Yeah, Arazid, do you want to come cuddle up and short rest? Get some
I mean, you're on like your boyfriend's lap, and I know we're cuddle
I
buddies.
have my head on his lap, so you can like, cuddle with the other side.
Okay, I think that might be a little awkward, but I can try my hardest to not make it awkward.
Puppy pile.
So there is an amount of short resting going on. And before you know it, the end of the 8 hours begins to approach. You guys get the benefits of a short rest.
Alright. I don't need HP, I need arcane recovery. When you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover, equal The spell slots can have a combined level equal to or less than half your wizard level rounded up. So we are 13th level, so half of that is 7. So I can recover up to 7 spell levels, but none higher than 6th.
I just misput a 1 in my health, so instead of putting 112, I put 1,112. This long rest was very beneficial.
So I can get back 7 levels worth of spells. Do I just want to get back like a bunch of first level spells and like a third? That actually isn't too bad of an idea, but I kind of want to do like a 4th as well. So maybe like a 4th and a 3rd, because I still have a bunch of 2nd level spell slots. Yeah, I think I do that, so I have access to haste and counterspell.
Counterspell has been pretty clutch thus far.
Just in case this does devolve to combat, I want to have access to a 3rd level counterspell. And then I have 4th level to haste myself because funny memes are going to be funny. And then I still have access to that 7th level spell slot.
I never should have let you get those boots.
It's not the boots. That just lets me fly.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Now you're like, now you're an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah, I suppose I don't need to worry about like terrain difficulty or anything. I can just move. But then again, at the time they weren't an issue. It's after getting, a boon of speed to just let me zoom.
Has there been any sort of notice from the guards? Like, because there is like a unit of guards in the city.
Yes.
Like, we've seen them.
You noticed that the woman that has been mentioned once or twice, Bailey Beren, was present and watching from a distance at the meeting in this hall.
Oh, were they the person over
Yeah.
here? Okay.
Well, it's time to go back. Chance is going to look towards Morgan and kind of motion towards the door.
And Morgan will come with you guys.
And Chance will lead everybody. He will match everybody's pace and lead them through the city to the late night inn and down and through where we must go.
No matter how painful it will be to move at that speed.
I mean, I could piggyback you if you want something to weigh you down.
How has everyone spent their long rest?
I
I thought it was a short rest.
Right.
Or yeah, short
sorry,
rest.
Short rest.
I presume for like arcane recovery, you're just like reading over the spell book and everything. So Chance has just had his spell book open, reading it, contemplating it. I also double check because I think I need, if I remember the rules right, to copy a spell from a spell scroll into a spell book, you need to do the amount of hours equal to the level as well.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it would need to be a long rest that I transcribe Sands of Time into my spell book.
And you would probably not get like a rest during that time then if you spent the whole time doing it.
Yeah, that or take a day and do it.
Yeah.
Actually, that does pose a question. Is Sands of Time a wizard spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Because it does need to be a wizard spell, and it doesn't specify on the thing here what classes it's associated with.
Yeah. So most people have like rolled for hit dice, so I imagine you guys are like mostly resting, but Inqua has
Yeah, Audra's
not.
like napping lightly with her head on Chance's lap.
Yeah.
I'm awkwardly cuddling with a couple and trying not to ask them basic questions. I'm like, are you guys like a thing?
I will wild
or-
shape into like a golden retriever during this time, so it's like slightly less awkward. You can just give me pets.
That makes it way easier. That's way better.
Providence just disappears and you assume that they're there.
I'd like to think that they're just looking at the marks on their arm and watching the invisibility spread from that mark.
Solas is, I assume similarly, just finding an empty bench and sleeping on it.
Something like that.
And Inqua?
Yeah, at the end of the long rest, I'll just play this. I'll find some way to just like tap Arazid from across the room. Maybe I have to like a tiny rock at him or something.
What?
Nothing like hard, but like no. You see Inqua just kind of like staring at you from a distance. Come here, come here, come here.
I walk over there.
I have something for you.
What is it? What is it? What do you have for me? What
do you think it is?
I think if I say what I think it is, you're gonna get mad.
Say it.
Can I have the sword?
No.
Okay.
I have something else for you to hopefully fill in the spot. Not the sword.
Okay.
And I hand over newly carved X's short bow.
What?
Oh, that was taken?
What?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Because Chances
Yeah.
had that. Okay. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
no
I'm
issue
sorry.
with it. I've just had it and been planning to destroy it for spellcrafting. I'll just need to refigure out what I'm doing then.
My bad. But
Can I pull up the what's the stat block for this? I need to pull it up.
It's a 3
It's a plus-
passing gift. It's just
it's a +3 bow, and you can cast Burning Hands once per long rest.
Well, oh.
I want to see how many attunement slots I have left. I don't know. I have to
I think
lost
you're
track.
attuned to like
I-
Dragon Fang, so it might be worth unattuning to Dragon Fang.
Yeah.
But Dragon Fang is very important to me because it's the bow. It's the sword I share with my not girlfriend.
Well, you can still have it. You can just not attune to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are you attuned to so far?
I'm attuned to a ring of protection of good and evil. I am attuned to the bracers, and I'm attuned to Dragon Fang.
I
don't
mean,
think
Ring
this
of Good
is
and
the
Evil is
ring.
very
They-
specific.
Yeah.
I was attuned to it mostly for the Sklod fight, so I can unattune to that.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I don't know if you even used it.
I didn't. I forgot about it because I'm bad at D&D.
that could always be something that Chance could have in return.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ring of Good and Evil. What is that? Ring of
It's
Protection from good and evil.
It's not even anywhere
Protection.
in the list, but that doesn't mean we didn't hand it out.
I got it at like a library, I think.
They're not equal in value, but it's better than
Yeah.
nothing.
Is it considered what rarity of magic item is it considered?
I think either common or uncommon.
It was uncommon, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if nobody else wants it, I'm just going to destroy it for spell making.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Again,
I was
Yeah.
kind of treating it like my engagement ring, so I'm really sad to see it go, but it's gone.
I mean, it's still like it'll just become non-magical. It'll still exist.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna wear it on my
Yeah,
finger like an
it's-
engagement ring.
Yeah, Chance will just take the magic from it during our next long rest. Then, whenever that is.
And you, in return, Arazid, get a +3 bow that can also do Burning Hands once a day.
I'm very grateful for this, and my eyes kind of well with tears. And I look up at Inqua and I go, "You would do this for me? You got this for me?"
Yes, I made it for you. You don't need some magic or sword to tell you to be strong. You're strong as you are.
I'm really not, but I appreciate this anyway.
Like, you are. You're just a little unlucky sometimes.
I guess that's true. Thank you. I'm gonna treasure this. I'm gonna use it all the time. I take out my other bow and I like break it.
Oh,
It was just a regular bow.
that was like pick up like one of the splinters. Look at this is rich mahogany. For like 10,000 years, like even before I was gone. Dear God, this would have been worth like millions.
Oh, well, I don't need money. I need power, and this is powerful, so thank you.
I mean, I'm under the impression that timber is pretty rare outside of Grove. Are you sure you want to? Okay, it's just splintered now.
It's just
It's fine.
happened.
It's fine.
It's gone.
It's firewood now.
You can have the remnants. You can have that if you want to. Like, you can fix it. I don't know.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, we have a meeting to get to. Let's get to it.
You guys leave. Arazid spends the time attuning to your new bow.
Actually, question about that. With
Yeah.
Inqua changing it, would there be like wood carvings left behind, and would they have any magic remnants in them?
Let me get back to you on that. I'll write it down.
Yeah,
Over
'cause
the sesh.
even if I can use like the remnants of that magical wood and the ring to make like equivalency of like a rare magic like item increase for spell making.
Yeah. I'll have another look at that, alright?
Yeah.
You guys head back to the ruins along with Morgan.
Holy hell, this is a place.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, and Chance is gonna make his way up to like here, and
Every
just start waiting.
civilization in history will return to dust. Oh, sorry, that should have been in voice. Every civilization in history will return to dust. The earth is littered with the ruins of empires that thought themselves immortal.
It's a little pessimistic, don't you think?
Look behind me and tell me what you see.
Big building.
Structure.
Same word as building. That's fine.
An opulent structure of a ruin that predates even Torahels.
Do I know this building?
Roll a history check.
Please do like stupid good. Oh, but I guess take the 22. I didn't mean to roll that with advantage.
Okay, so that's 27 altogether.
No, just 22.
Oh, right, not even with guidance.
No guidance.
In
Even then, it'd be
your
26.
in your time, there was like some talk of unearthing old ruins of like an empire long dead called the Midal Kingdom.
How much do I know about the Medal, just like in general? Like, do I know any like stupid like facts? Like, you know, like those facts they like say at like a party. Oh, did you know the Romans had like communal bathhouses or something like that?
Yeah, so like the Midal Kingdom were the guys to like first invent the concept of wizardry. Like writing stuff down, farming, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just gonna
Babylonians.
I'm just on a long tangent. Ah, yes, the Medal. Fascinating architecture. This is the Medal Kingdom. I believe I'm not mistaken. It's the capital. Fascinating invented wizardry, and I just go on this long tangent about how interesting they are.
You see that the mercenary assassin Shadowstalker has some regrets now.
Did you hear about that one conqueror? What was his name? Gravon? Gravon the Sword Slayer? I don't know why they call him the Sword Slayer. He used an axe, but that's besides the fact. He was a crazy dude.
I have not heard of these things. All I know is that they are dead now. Speaking of dead things, do
To
you
be
have
fair,
what
let's
I
jump-
asked for you?
Chance to look back towards Morgan.
Bearer bonds. 600,000 bearer bonds. You can cash them at the bank. They are worth as much as is written on them, and they belong to the individual who holds them. You, the one with the boots. Fly them over to me. Place them
Chancellor.
here at the edge. And then step
Chancellor.
back.
Yeah, okay. Chance will reach a hand out towards Morgan.
Morgan will hand over the fat stack. He
I could get to
specifically
him.
asked you to place them on the edge.
If I blade song, though, I could just go kill him.
I'm supportive of this.
Eh,
Chance will just move to here, and then place them down, and move back all within like a very few, within the 6 seconds and everything.
Thank you for your speed. He looks over them for a short time. They will do. Yes, they are.
How-
real.
I have 2 questions. How do we know you'll not go back on your word with us, seeing how you've now gotten close to 1 million gold, the 300,000 of Sklods, and the 600,000 of this?
He looks over at you with a, well, you can see his eyes are smirking. Make a dexterity saving throw, please, Chance.
Oh,
Take a d4. I'm gonna use one of my cosmic elements on you.
If I make a move 10 feet forward.
I'd say I should be fine. I mean, I
just worry about you.
save. Does the Boon of Speed do anything? No. I wasn't sure if that also gave things to Dex. So dexterity. So that's going to be a 22 with the +4.
He throws a scroll across the chasm towards you, and you catch it expertly before it falls into the sandy abyss before you. It is a scroll of true resurrection. There is not much I can do without that.
Chance's brow raises. Then it also answers my second question of the method.
Thank you once more. Maybe we will meet again. If you have need of my services, just look in the shadows. And Shadow will begin to walk away.
I kind of like that guy.
Can I vibe check this guy as he was talking, just to get a better sense of his whole deal?
Oh boy. Alright, let's open the document on him.
Oh no. A document.
Shadow is a mercenary, someone that's had to fight to survive his whole life. He truly didn't really care whether or not Strahd came back, but seemed to prefer she not. But also doesn't really want to do anything for free. Has learnt that if you have skills, if you have the opportunity to sell someone out, then you should always do so. Yeah, there is a bit of a rhyme with Sklad and Strahd.
Can I also insight check to demean how much Chance would know?
Sure.
Get from that? Oh, no.
You are far too busy concentrating on whether or not he's going to betray you.
Yeah.
It seems that his, to you, Audra, his offer to assist you in the future should you need it. It seems to be genuine.
Then before he gets out of range, you will hear a sincere thank you in his head as he's walking away.
Da. Good luck on your adventures. Farewell, Hixad.
Wait. I think it's kind of fucked up that he was asking for money knowing who we were and that we were trying to like save the world. I think that's fucked up, but I also kind of respect the grind.
Who's Inqua saying this to?
Yeah, just in general, as this whole thing's going on. Well, I mean, to be fair, it is unlikely that Gravon the Sword Slayer is actually dead. And Madonna actually did have the ability to keep one's mind alive and definitely be a magic. And use the astral plane by creating like a quote-unquote pinhole where the character's astral plane are able to slide through the material plane, almost like having a water balloon. A balloon filled with water, and then using a small pin just to
give you
poke a small
inspiration.
hole.
I can't take notes right now.
A small pin, and just we'll go over this later in review. A small pinhole and poking the water balloon so that only a little bit comes out, but it doesn't ruin the whole thing. Using that sort of idea, the same theory can be applied to the brain of Gravon, where if you poke a small hole in the weave that separates the astral plane from the material plane, you can have a small amount of the side effects of being in the astral plane go into effect in the material plane, such as the fact that time does not pass on the astral plane. So, in theory, with this, the brain stays young forever. So death,
All right.
as long as this doesn't fall apart, is near
Take your
impossible.
inspiration that you're not going to be able to use for a while.
Yippee!
And I am going to take all of that for world building. This is the trade agreement. So
It's like that guy with his fingers like locked together, and he's like, trade agreement. I receive sloppy toppy, you
Exactly.
receive nothing.
Anything else that you guys want to do whilst you're down in this lovely place?
Yeah. Chance, I think also why his insight check was very bad. Like, would look at the scroll and has just been like he just kind of blinks again. What the fuck?
That guy was honestly. Are you okay? You seem.
What?
Like you
It's a
see
fascinating
just Chance
topic.
look at this scroll, like over, read it again clearly, look it over again, like open it, close it, make sure it's authentic, and roll it up and shove it into his bag as he just turns and just has a look of pure shock and horror. Yeah, there was nothing we could have done if we didn't pay. That
Oh, is that like true resurrection?
yeah,
Like the real one?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This is a very powerful magic. Many.
Yeah, I can't even do that. I mean, maybe one day.
Okay. So you guys return up to the surface.
I would like to come down and explore this place someday. It looks very interesting, but we have bigger fish to fry.
So our next thing that we're doing, I mean, we have the orb, which is what we came here for. So I think we're leaving.
I would like to leave this place.
Okay, where do we want to go?
I would like to rest first and foremost.
Okay, are we sure we want to rest like here? We don't want to rest, yeah, because I can get us someplace close to someplace today.
I mean, like in Jurass, and then we can, like I said, I can use magic to move us all to where we need to go without using plants. It's also like, what time is it? It's like getting to like dusk, is it not?
Yep. It is just hit dusk. And you've been having this conversation as you've been walking back through the corridors of excavated sandstone. And as you return to the city, you see that Skalad's tower appears to have grown something scaly,
Oh, mother.
lumpy.
I gotta be.
Again?
Another one?
And here's where we're going to end the session.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have like 3 spell slots left, Ren. What are you trying to do here?
find out next week on the Hateful Sun.
Look, all I'm saying is that I can take it.
I mean, yeah, I'm immune to poison now, but it's like, it's still not great.
I can
Please
take a
don't help
Monasid,
me,
don't
I'm just
worry.
a little guy. I've only got 3 spell slots.
If somebody can haste me, I can take a Monasid.
You know what? Now that this is happening, those boons feel totally appropriate, Ren.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide the entire fight. Good luck.
See you next week.